Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Well, she what don't want to what you want to know the mama baby come in here first. Ooh, I just don't want to see. Oh, boo, boo. You know what causes that? It's so strange. So very, very strange. Let's see. Rock, 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 rock. Mm, mm, two. Angela, hey boo. Look at you being all first and stuff. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Rick Giles. They call me Big Mitch. Larry Hoover. Whipping that work. Oh, hallelujah. What's going on, baby? How you doing? How you doing? Say hello to mama. Say hello to mama. By hitting the like button. That's how you do it. That's how you do it. That's how you say hello. Do it because mama said so. That's why. How much how much reason do you need? Okay. Seashell. Oh, that's so cute. Seashell. Like 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 seashell, but shell like Mitchell or Michelle. Seashell. Or that's just the name. Oh, yeah, I guess that could be it too. I'm not sure. You let me know if that was a play on words or if that's actually the real name. Has there been a docket update today? Or was a special appeal deadline? I know. If it was, then he didn't meet it because incompetence. If it was, then you know he fucked it up. Because Darrell. Wah, wah, wah. I was right. It was Michelle. So it's a play on words. Seashell. Michelle. Seashell. Called it. Called it. Called it. Called it. Called it. Let's see. Doop, doop, doop. Ooh, boop, boop, boop. Um, can I show my love for you, happy? How's everybody doing? How's the day? How's the year going? Any improvements? Any anything new? Have we haven't lost anything else, have we? Have we? Are we? I heard that we stole something, and then I thought I heard that something else has been snatched away under false pretenses. So 2026 is off to a shitty start, is what I've heard. Have you guys heard anything different? This is the moment where you lie to mama to comfort her. Tell me of the wonderful things that are happening in the world. Just kind of an all around turnaround of things and energy and stuff, etc. And how we can really see how it's going to get better now. Just lie, okay? Ain't no point in telling me the truth. Ain't no good if I came from telling mama the truth, okay? You got to lie to me. Ooh, 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 ooh. You need to lie to me. Ooh, a grilled cheese. Ooh. If I eat a. Oh, Drop my chappy stick. Mama need, mama need her I'm me trying to pick this thing up with my toes. Trying to pick my chapstick up with my toes, but my socks are too slick. Nailed it. Talent. She got talent, y'all. She talented. Mama's talented. Did you know that mama was talented? Because she's talented. Okay. Ooh, hit the like button. Hit the like button. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Focus, mama, focus. Has anyone hit the like button yet? I'm just asking for a friend. Just asking for a friend. Ooh, 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 ooh. Da, 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 da. Okay. Got that. Let's do all of the things. Do all of the things. Gotta do all of the things. Links. Gotta get me the link. Give me the link. Gimme the link. Gimme the link. I found the link. Ooh. Too connected to answer your question. Oh, oh. No comment. No. Mm, 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 mm. Let's see. I said, don't ask no questions. What's that from? Anybody know? Anybody know? A little bit of trivia. I said, don't ask no questions. What's that from? Oh, let's see. Paste. Okay. We got the link. We done pinned it. Okay. And we need one more thing. Is he a prison wife yet? Of course. Of course. You know, a catch like Darrell ain't gonna stay on the market, for long. You know what I'm saying? In the prison community. Darrell's gonna get swept up in the first rush. They got him fresh fish right off the bus. Okay. They got he got no nights of sleep, honey. They immediately, okay? Immediately. Okay, he's found his first bubble of his life. The first bubble of his life was found on the very first night. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? With his tiny little petite self. You know how they like him little. You know what I'm saying? They like him short. So they can dominate, look down at him. For other reasons. Just look. Just saying. Yes, the answer is yes. Hey, Jeanette. Ooh. Ooh. Hit the like button for my mom. Let's see. No, you not. Be Lewis, you are early. We just got here. I'm still putting my little stuff in, doing all my little things I gotta do before I can start up. You know what I'm saying? Making fun of the Darrell. Yes, honey. Yes, hunty. Mm-mm. Any fun things going on out there in the world that you guys know of that you'd like to tell mama about? Mama could maybe we can react to while we're on here. That would be lovely. Looking for the next big thing. Ooh, I can use it right now. Okay. Ooh. All right, let's see. Mm, mm, mm. Okay. All right, so we got that. We did that. We did the other thing. Text my Sammy Sam. You know, talking to Tasha K about Will Smith. Who? I don't even know what the charges are. Like, what are they even accusing Will Smith of? Has anybody heard that part? Like, you know, they just say, "Oh, this person is coming out, say, with accusations about Will Smith." But like, are you gonna tell us what they are, or are you just want us to guess? You want us to assume, don't you? Because you know what we gonna think. You already know what we gonna think. They be trying to trick us. I need to know what the thing is. What is it that you think that he did? Let's see. Do, 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 ooh, ooh. Let me get some red emojis in the chat. Oh, did you miss me, April? Did you miss Mama? Hey, did you miss Mama? Did you do it? Ooh, Pasadena, what's going on, Paper Monster? What's up? What's poppin'? Don't mind me, just watching. What's poppin'? Don't mind me, I'm just watching. That's all that I be doing. You ain't know I could sing like that, did you? Well, you know now, and that's all that matters, okay? Ooh, you missed the Darrell. Well, you in the right place then, because making fun of the Darrell is what is about to take place. Yes, honey. Oh, thank you, Rick, for the red emojis. Yes, yes, make the red emojis red. Ooh, red emojis in the chat. Thank you, Emily. Thank you, B. Lewis. Thank you, honeys. Honeys. Ooh. Yeah. If you really miss me, you put some red emojis in the chat. That's how I would know. You would be following the instructions given to you, set forth by Mom Dukes. That'll be me. That'll be me. It's just be myself and I. Oh, 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 oh. Oh, I just asked if anybody recognized that thing that I said. Let's see if anybody gave an answer. Nope. Nobody had an answer. I know, right? Big bitch. I knew it. That's what I was thinking. That's what I was thinking. You know what I'm saying? And some people, it's just like, why you just won't come out? Like, why you insist on hanging out in that fucking dark ass closet? Get out of there. Especially the ones that we know. It's like you're really torturing yourself for no reason here. We already think it. We're already positive that that's what it is. And then the only person you're cheating out of life is you. You could be out here living free. You know what I'm saying? Just doing you, baby. But instead, you want to hang out in the closet. Think like when everybody who you hiding it from already think it anyway. You better come on out. You get this one life in that skin. You better wear it well, honey. You better flaunt it no matter what it look like. Whatever it do. Because can't nobody be you like you. That's why every time somebody says something about Tyler Perry, we be like, yep, he did it. Because he ain't living his truth. If he's so comfortable lying about that, then of course we're going to think he lied about everything else. Like Tyler Perry, I would believe that Tyler Perry is a girl before I would believe that Tyler Perry is straight. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, yeah, okay. Oh, he's straight. Okay. All right. Okay. Okay. Oh, this is so funny. My mama said, yes, honey. Let's see. All right, let's get up in here. Let's get up in here. Let's see. Virtual Darrell. Lindy, what's going on, baby? Melissa, what's poppin'? Yeah, Medea's his alter ego. I was telling my daughter about this. I was like, you know what's so crazy is I hate, I really do not like Tyler Perry, but I love Medea. Like I would, I would lay on train tracks to save Medea's life. I love Medea with all of my heart. Save Medea. But I hate Tyler Perry. Isn't that weird? I hate him. Whenever I see Tyler Perry, I'll be like, ew, why would she go to fuck on somewhere? And I'll be like, where's Medea? And that's how you know. That's how you know. I mean, not literally. Medea, if he put that wig on and that suit and he start giving advice, I'm listening. I'm listening to Medea. Medea know what she talking about. You know what I'm saying? Medea's a smart lady and wise and strong woman. Tyler Perry is a weak ass dude. Like I don't like him. Isn't that weird? That's and I mean, and I know that they're the same person, but they're not the same person. You know what I'm saying? Isn't that weird? That's so strange. But it's true. It's very true. And I know I'm not the only person who feels like that. I know I'm not. Because whenever Tyler Perry tried to be in a movie as him as a guy, as a dude, no matter what the role is, it'd be like, oh God, here he comes. But when it be Medea, it'd be like, oh shit, Medea's back. Put a one in the chat if you know exactly what the fuck I'm talking about. And it's absolutely the truth. You ain't gotta do it. I know it is. I stand on it 100 grand. You know what I'm saying? Oh, I was cooking today, y'all. Cut my finger. You see this bootleg ass band-aid I got. It's like one of those face cotton swabs, the little flat round pads with some sticky tape around there holding it on. I was chopping onions, and then my daughter decided to compliment me on how talented I was chopping onions. And as I sat there in my feelings thinking about, wow, you know what? Now that you mentioned it, I am really good at this. I mean, count to 3. I went right through my fucking finger. I was like, bitch, I need to humble myself. I think that's a sign. I was feeling myself a little too much. It's like I'm not even allowed to have confidence. I was feeling good about myself, and here come my finger off. You know what I'm saying? It's fucked up. It's fucked up. Okay. All right. Let's indulge ourselves. We gotta finish. Hey, Kayla, what's going on, baby? Gotta finish out this here day 1 of Darrell's trial. When he used to have all the hope in the world, he believed in himself and his talent and his ability to get himself out of this thing that he created, and it's 100% his fault and couldn't have happened to a nicer asshole. Let's hop in, okay? Hit the like button if you will, if you don't mind. Much appreciated, okay? Okay.
Those papers are copied.
Muffins, 4 months a member. Thank you. Thank you for your loyalty. Mama, appreciate you. Yes.
You did call me. I called them before.
Thank you, Muffins, Mimi.
Call in. We will follow up. Perfect. How many copies are you making? 2?
My game.
Yep. Okay. We'll make sure you have copies of the filings as well, so you know what will be discussed or at least addressed in some fashion. But I need to provide copies to the state.
Gotta provide the copies. Provide them. Provide. I'm a provider.
Go ahead, sir.
Go ahead, Darrell.
I noticed that one of the jurors, the lady in the black that's closest to the screen in that corner chair over there, I recognize her from my initial appearance. She flipped me off coming in to my initial appearance and coming out. I know it's her for a fact. I seen her about like how I'm looking at you right now, so I know for a fact that's her. I don't want that to end up being an issue. Is this some type of way that could be addressed by Your Honor?
Mr. Brooks, you had an opportunity to exercise preemptory strikes and even to question jurors about that. You chose not to. So at this point, any issue you have with that juror is waived.
Okay, you do remember that I was not present in the courtroom.
Ooh, whose fault was that,
I couldn't
Darrell?
see. All I can see from that.
Thank you, Muffins. Thank you very much. Mom, appreciate you. Yes, you do. Okay, hope you're feeling more cheery. Oh, 2026 ain't looking up, but I'm working on it. I'm trying real hard. Keep my spirits up. You know what I'm saying? Hold them up. Well, not keep them up because they wasn't up to begin with, but I'm trying to pull them up, trying to pull my spirits up. In the depths of hell, trying to pull them up to just maybe ground level at least. You know what I'm saying? Not aiming too high, just at least above the ground. I'm working on it, boob. Oh, thank you, baby. Mom, appreciate you. Yes, you do. Ooh, that's 1 out of 20. Hey, is we off to a good start? We might be. Fingers crossy. My little bootleg finger. Look at this. That's ridiculous. Who don't got Band-Aids in their house? Me. This one right here ain't got them. Let's see. It's a biasist. CT, it's a biasist. Hey, Miss V, what's going on, baby? Ooh, yeah, he's a pathological liar. She flipped me off. She flipped me the bird, Your Honor. Your Majesty, it ain't right.
Courtroom in there is just you, Your Honor, and the prosecution's table. I can't even see the bailiffs.
You tell him, Darrell. You tell her.
So
Who's the
there's no
boss?
way for me to even see who the jury was.
But then how do you know who this is then? You don't know her by name right
now. If I would
now.
have been able to see the jurors, I would have immediately addressed that.
Oh, you want to?
I will make this one
Is that
indulgence.
what you would have did?
I'll have the civilian bailiff ask that juror if she was in attendance at your initial appearance out of an abundance of caution.
No, Darrell. Not gonna work.
These are jurors, though, who with the jury questionnaires were also asked what knowledge they had about proceedings they watched or even attended. And no one, to my knowledge, has disclosed anything like that, but out of an abundance of caution, we will ask that juror if she was in attendance at your initial appearance. So for now, that's how I'll address it. I'll advise you of what her answer is.
Darrell, it worked.
Later.
It worked, Darrell.
Do you know the number
Just
of
kidding.
the jurors, sir?
Just kidding,
They have
Darrell.
numbers.
I just
Shut
know
up.
I couldn't
Shut up,
see
Darrell.
I can't see the number from here. I just know the chair she was sitting in.
Which chair, sir? Top row or the top or the bottom row?
The bottom row, the last black chair. Black shirt. She had the black
They're
shirt
all
on.
black chairs, sir. So
The last
chair
black
closest-
chair closest to the television.
Look at that. Look.
Thank you, sir.
Look at. He can't help but be a dick. Look. You know what, Your Honor? You're so stupid. Okay. Pay attention to me, the smart one. That right there. The chair right there. Like, bitch, they're all chairs. What do you, the fuck are you? Stop reaching your tiny fucking arm out, okay? Before I get somebody to pull it off. You didn't get a notification, Jared. Oh, no. Say it ain't so. Well, you're here now. You found me somehow. Yes, you did. You sure did.
Because there are two sides, right? So there's the last chair on both sides. So I wanted to make clear. You're saying the chair closest to the television. Thank you.
I said that at the beginning, Your Honor.
Bitch, you know what?
Front row.
Ain't that something?
All right.
And this is what you get when you humor the Darrell. She didn't even have to address that at all. She said it. She had already said, I don't, you missed your opportunity or whatever. But then there she goes. She humors him. And what does he do? Insult her. He's such a bitch. He's the worst of the bitches.
State have copies of the filings.
Yes.
I will take these in order. The first is a note from Mr. Brooks that was handed to Deputy Wittig at about 12:05. It says, I would like my filings addressed, parenthesis,
you want your
notice of
filings
special
addressed,
appearance,
Darrell?
statement of particulars.
Robert,
both
hey, boo.
are by affidavit, filed 10/3/22, which today
like
is
button.
deadline to respond. Thank you, Mr. Brooks. I'm respectfully declining to respond to those filings.
Damn, Darrell.
That's my decision, sir.
She said, go fuck
I'm
yourself.
making a judicial determination
She said, go fuck yourself in so many words. That's what she said. Like,
that those have no merit.
Mr. Brooks, I have indicated to you on the record what I will or will not do.
I would like to motion for finding of fact.
Your request is denied.
yeah, go
The
fuck
next-
yourself.
May Your Honor explain why
Mr.
it's
Brooks,
denied.
I'm going to go through
Because
these
go
one
fuck
by
yourself.
one. If I feel the need to make more of a record, I will do so. The record will be available later on. If you think I've made an error, you can then raise that on appeal.
I know you're making the error, Your Honor.
Mr.
You wanna
Brooks,
explain
I'm
to
not
me
going to
why?
have a debate with you right now. We
I'm
are
not.
continuing on. I'm giving you the courtesy to respond to each one of these things. That's how I've responded. I expect that you will, even if you disagree with my decision, sir, that you will respect it and we'll move forward. The next piece of paper filed at 1:52
I still would
p.m.
like a judicial. Are you making
says,
a
are
judicial
you making a
determination?
judicial determination? I'm not allow my right under the First Amendment to freedom of speech in this courtroom.
Judicial determination. She's
Mr.
judicially
Brooks?
determined in the nation.
We have rules of decorum and courtesy. They have been provided to you multiple times. They are part of the materials that you have before you.
Do they fall under the First Amendment?
SCR Chapter 62 discusses just the standards of courtesy and decorum for the courts of Wisconsin. In addition, sir, parties are able to file requests with the court. It's called a motion. A motion, however, is based in law. There is a citation to not only that law, but relevant facts, and there's a request for relief.
Yeah, some relief.
While you have the right to present a defense, you do not have a right to disrupt the proceedings.
Yeah, no.
That was not direct
And
disruption.
Mr. Brooks.
I was asking
He wasn't
will
disrupting
my First
y'all.
Amendment right, which
Benny.
is freedom of speech and the right to be heard in court, will that be honored by Your Honor? That's a valid question
Mr.
because
Brooks,
that's a constitutional
I have
right.
given you ample opportunity to present information, evidence, to question when we've had witnesses on the stand, but I expect you to follow the rules of procedure, the rules of evidence when presenting your requests.
I can't even
So-
get these admitted into evidence.
That's Mr. Brooks. I cannot explain to you if you don't understand the basis in law for the denial.
You're right. I don't understand. But
So,
I was
but that
following-
doesn't mean we're going to have a
I was
discussion
following- no,
or a
I'm not
debate
trying to debate
about
with you,
what
but I
it
was
means, because we're
following-
not
I
going
was
to do
following
that.
the rules that you set.
So the bottom
by
line is, I
writing
don't
and
feel,
sending it.
Mr. Brooks, stop talking. I do
No,
not
I was
feel.
right. I was following.
Oh, he said, now I ain't gonna stop talking. I'm gonna talk because my freedom. Let freedom ring like my phone number, like my phone when Bubba called me. do Bubba be calling you, Darrell? You know, phone calls are different in the prison. It's like he basically just bangs his cup against the rails of the cell rails, and that's how Darrell know it's time. You know. Oh, my honey pot coming over. Ding, 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 ding. You know, you know the jail movies that be like having a little tin cup and they're like banging on the radio. They take it and like bang it on the they bang it on the bars like they would have. That's how. That's like the bat signal that Bubba sends out, letting Darrell know he need to get ready. You need to get ready for me, Darrell. You need to get ready, Bubba. Come in. Ooh, come in for your love. Going, gotta get ready, ready for the Bubba. I'm happy that he has found love finally. He deserves it. Darrell, you deserve the love that Bubba is coming to serve. Okay? Okay.
Following the rules when you said that I had to make all
And you
objections
did, and I'm going through
in
them.
writing.
So give me the courtesy
Get the
of
supplies to make a new
replying or
bandage.
responding
This looks
to
terrible.
these.
Look at this
And
thing.
please give me the
little
courtesy that
makeshift
even when you
Band-Aid.
disagree with how I answer them, that you will not interrupt me.
It's not about me trying to interrupt you, Your Honor.
Mr.
All I'm
Brooks,
saying is,
I'm going to address the next one. So
you-
please pay
what you were
attention.
saying
Slide
about
down the back
decorum,
pole.
I was asking,
Whee!
does that fall under the First Amendment? Because the First Amendment,
look how he
which is
holding
my
his hand.
constitutional right, says that I have the right to freedom.
That's how he be. This is the motion that. Oh, y'all can't see it. He's behind me. Oh, come on. Hold on. Listen. Here he is. See this hand? Watch this hand. Watch
of
it.
speech and to be
Look,
heard
look.
in
That's
this
how he
court.
be.
Mr.
That's
Brooks,
all I'm merely
again,
His stroke game is all right. I'm sure Bubba appreciate that. So you get your practice in and everything. Look at you, devoted to your relationship. You know, that's good. That's good.
you have the right to present a defense,
Mm-hmm.
but that right is not unfettered.
But that's
That
the Sixth
right,
Amendment. I'm
Mr.
talking
Brooks,
about the First
you
Amendment.
are interrupting me. Stop.
Because you're talking about
No, because you're
talking about an
purposely
amendment that I'm
doing
not
this,
referring
so
to,
I
Your
can't
Honor.
get my reasoning
But
out.
I'm
You
not
make it
referring to the
incredibly
Sixth
difficult.
Amendment. I'm not referring to the Sixth Amendment.
Mr.
I'm referring
Brooks.
to the First Amendment, which clearly says that I have the right to freedom of speech.
You
and to
are
be
giving
heard
this
in the
woman an
courtroom.
ulcer, Darrell. Hey, Benny.
Are you not going to honor my constitutional right, Your Honor?
You are.
If not, that is judicial misconduct, and you're making a judicial
Look at her. She's like,
determination
oh my God,
to
it's
not
gonna be
honor my
rough.
constitutional right. I just want to be treated fairly, like anyone else.
Now remind yourself. Let's be reminded now that this was day one. So the judge was starting to figure out that this might be harder than she first anticipated. She was starting to figure it out. You know what I'm saying?
Which you said on the record that you will be fair and impartial. What
Mr.
you're
Brooks,
doing
you
is
also
not
have
fair
an
and impartial.
obligation to treat this court fairly, and you have an obligation to follow the rules of courtesy and decorum, the rules of procedure, the rules of evidence.
Your Honor, I did
That's
not-
the playing field that you willingly entered into and made a deliberate
I did not.
decision to waive your right to an attorney
Uh-huh.
I
and
cons-
to appear
I
in this
consented-
case
I
as your own
consented
attorney.
to represent myself pro per. The same paperwork that you gave me, you have, and I also have a copy of the same one where I scratched out what I did not agree or consent to. We both know that, Your Honor.
Mr. Brooks, I made findings regarding that, and those findings stand. That despite you scratching out some of those words on there, I made very specific findings about your waiver of right to an attorney. So we're not going to relitigate that here right
you also
now.
accepted
We're
the,
not
the
relitigating,
terms of
Darrell.
the paperwork that I
Mr.
filed out.
Brooks, I'm not going to engage with you about whether you and I have entered into some type of a contract
We did not.
or engage in
We did
any
not.
type of
We
that
did not
kind of
enter into
dialogue,
any
because
contract.
that's what you're claiming through some
No,
of
I'm
these
not.
filings.
Now we can't have the movie. They can't do the movie until after his appeals process is done. Then they'll be making the movie. Then they'll have plenty of stuff, and they can be able to put the movie out. In fact, my guess is they'll wait till like the 5-year anniversary of after all the stuff, to him being convicted, and then they'll put it out.
I'm
And
not
you've
claiming
said that previously.
I am not claiming that, Your Honor.
Get my
So,
little
In any
Band-Aid.
way,
Mr.
shape, or
Brooks,
form,
I am
do not
giving you
consent to
some
putting it out.
leeway. You
Band-Aid.
continue to talk over me. It's I'm asking you to follow the rules of civility. Simple rules, sir. Don't interrupt me.
Did I not just let you read the whole jury instructions and follow the rules that you said I have to write down?
You did.
Anything that I object to and then hand it in.
Except now that we're discussing them, it seems to me that the rules don't quite matter to you, sir.
No, that is not what's being asserted.
Here's
on my
what's
end.
happening, sir. I'm telling you, I'm advising you to respect the rules. I'm advising you that if you continue to interrupt, you risk forfeiting your right to be present in this courtroom.
Are you?
Because I still need to continue with these proceedings, sir. I need to go through all of the documents that you filed, and you're not letting me do that.
Because we didn't.
So I'm gonna, if I need to, I'll remove you to the other courtroom so that I can do this. And yes, exercise the mute button, sir. And then I'll bring you back when the jury's back.
Let me see scoring a little bit.
Mr. Brooks is clearly not following the simple rule of civility that I have established. He continues to interrupt. He's not providing this court with ability to make rulings on the record without interruption. So this is your final warning, or you will be removed to the other courtroom.
Will your honor my First Amendment right?
Then.
I'm not answering that question, sir, because I've already addressed it.
So you're making a judicial determination to deprive me of my constitutional
I am not
right.
making any such determination, sir.
So you just said you're not going to answer the question about my First Amendment right, which says
Sir,
that
I've
I
already
have freedom of
answered the
speech.
question that you have a right to present a defense.
That is the
You have a right to be present.
You're trying to twist
You
up the
have
amendments.
a right to present your defense,
Your
but
Honor.
your rights are not unfettered.
Yes, they
your
are.
rights.
Your Honor. You're citing the Sixth Amendment, which I am not
Mr. Brooks,
questioning.
Your First Amendment in some respects is circumscribed by the rules of evidence and the rules of procedure.
Does it say that I have
So that
freedom
doesn't
of
mean you
speech?
get to say anything that you want in front of a jury.
Your
And
Honor.
it doesn't mean you get to put forth any kind of evidence that you want
Your
in front
Honor,
of a
am
jury.
I
What
being-
it means, sir,
am
is
I being
that you
disrespectful?
must
Am I
follow.
calling you
Yes,
out your
you're being
name? Am I threatening
disrespectful because
anybody?
you're
I'm not doing anything of the sort.
All right, he is continuously talking over me. So at this point, I'm going to find that he's forfeit his right to be present as I go through
I have not consented to any.
his paperwork. He's to be removed to the other courtroom until such time as he can pledge to follow the rules of decorum and civility. We'll be in recess until we have
Your Honor, I
everything
do
set
not
up.
agree to it.
The record to reflect, I'm stepping off.
I don't agree to an estoppel, though, Your Honor. You can't estoppel me. Ain't no estopping me now. I'm the Darrell. Remove me then. Remove me then. Remove me. Remove me then. Okay. Darrell, you funny, Darrell. You so funny, Darrell. You make some funny joke, Darrell. Let's see. 624. Okay, yeah,
The record should reflect that Mr. Brooks is now appearing from the other courtroom.
Cute.
Prior to the court taking the short break, the court was attempting to address the filings from Mr. Brooks that he made pursuant to my request to write down if he had an objection. I have 5 different, what I will refer to as filings, one of which he provided to Deputy Wittig at 12:05, so that was right around the time we broke for lunch. The second one,
Darrell, y'all. Little Darrell.
1:52 p.m. today's date, October 6th, and then there's another 1:58 p.m. October 6th.
You can't stop me.
2:03 p.m. October 6th, and then
estoppel. Estoppel.
Looks like the time is 14:28, so 2:28.
Judge, what about my constitutional rights, though? Go.
You've been removed, and then I will hopefully get to the filings. I need you to not interrupt me at the moment. You are unmuted. After
You
the
can't stop
court
me,
completed
Judge.
the preliminary jury instructions and the reading that is
That's
to
right,
the
Darrell.
jurors, I excused
Because
the jurors
Peninsula. That's why.
so that they could take a break, but also because I knew there were a number of what I will loosely refer to as objections that were raised by Mr. Brooks. So I wanted to take an opportunity to address those first before moving on to
LaShonda.
opening statements. As I attempted to address those with Mr. Brooks.
Yeah, write it down with your pen insert, Darrell. Get that pen entered. Like entered. I'm over here snorting, LaShonda. Not cool. Not cool.
There was from my observation and opinion and I'll make a finding that it was pretty much a consistent talking over me by Mr. Brooks. I wasn't able to really go through any of these filings with any specificity. I attempted to go through the first one, which I did. I mean, I did tell him I wasn't going to address that. And then we were talking about his second one when really it kind of devolved from there. The record is very clear that Mr. Brooks has been advised on multiple occasions of my expectation regarding courtesy and decorum in this courtroom. I've referred to it many times that there's a very simple rule of civility I expect him to follow at a minimum, and that is to not interrupt.
Look at Darrell's.
It shows.
Look at Darrell's his peninsula, y'all. Look at this thing. It's so profound and distinct. Oh, we got the same. We'll call it a situation, Darrell. Look at this. Look. Darrell, look. We got the same situation. We got the same circumstance. Oh, Darrell. You ain't shit, and you know it.
It's a complete and utter lack of respect for the court process, the court proceedings.
That ain't odd. She never showed
up. It interrupts the court as the court is attempting to make a record of what is happening and decisions that I am making.
Yeah, especially after Darrell was talking about them 20 people. It's going to be at least 26 people that's going to want to come in. I just want to make sure, Your Honor, Your Majesty, I just want to make sure it's enough chairs in here for my whole family and all of my many friends and supporters. A lot of people love me, Your Honor and Your Majesty. They're going to really, in fact, I think that maybe nobody else should show up on these days because, I mean, really, honestly, if we're being honest with ourselves, Your Majesty, Your Honor, I don't think there's going to be room for anyone else. Oh, Darrell had so many people he was going to show up. And they're gonna stand up for him and they were gonna say, no, y'all got the wrong guy. If this happened, this is the strangest thing. We can't believe that him of all people would do something like this because he is indeed the most wonderful, greatest, and tallest guy. That's what he said. That's what he said. He said it was going to be a bunch of people who was going to come in and support him. You just want to make sure that there was room. Not a single person showed up. Not even the one person, his mother, that still did. And she did a vote. She did a call, a Skype thing. And she didn't even talk about Darrell. She talked about mental illness like it was a person. And if we had to assume, we'd have to assume that you were the person named the mental illness she kept talking about. And something about a caged bird. And with your bird chest, that could have been about you too, Darrell, but I'm not sure. She wasn't super clear on it. You know what I'm saying? So there's no real way to know for sure. That's what she's talking about, No real way to know.
And after repeated warnings to him, the court made a determination that he had forfeited his right to be present in
Lindy
the
said I can
courtroom
sing y'all.
while we discuss his
Better than
filings.
What?
The record will reflect that Mr. Brooks did not give consent. I am still continuing with my findings, sir, so I'd ask that you not interrupt me. Mr. Brooks, I'm not done. I'm going to mute him because frankly, can be difficult to keep one's train of thought when you are consistently
I know that's
interrupted,
right. When you
which
won't
is why
shut the
I
fuck
believe
up.
he engages in the conduct that he does, because it's plain and simple. It is disruptive. It disrupts my thought process. It disrupts the proceedings.
Oh, look at him.
I was
He can't
so
do nothing.
pleased, Mr. Brooks, when you were able to follow the simple rules when
Look, he can't do nothing about it. He's like, fuck, I can't stop her from talking. I can't interrupt her so other people can't hear. I can't annoy the shit out of her. She's just gonna mute me, and then I just have to sit here and be ugly. Ugh. She gonna lock me in this room, knowing that I'm stinking this room up. It's just like a what they call a Dutch oven. Like that. Darrell's constantly Dutch ovening himself.
and the jury was here and I was going through the jury instructions. I know you had some objections. You wrote them all down. You followed that procedure. I told you I would take those up after I got through the jury instructions. I was attempting to do that, but then you started in with your antics, with your interruptions.
Exactly.
It doesn't matter to this court if you're mild-mannered, if your tone of voice is a normal tone of voice, meaning it doesn't matter to me that you're not raising your voice, you're not making any threats or anything.
No. He mad. No. He's over there kicking his leg. He's like, you know what, Your Honor, you need to be careful because you are about to see and witness my rage. Darrell's like a chihuahua with no legs, Basically, like if a pillow could bark. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's you, Darrell. Ain't nobody afraid of you. Okay? You can do nothing to no one, especially not when you are sticky tapes, like they done scotch taped your leg to the table. You can't go nowhere. And even if you could, I mean, come on, let's be honest with ourselves, Darrell. Let's be real. Okay? You ain't about that life, baby. You just ain't.
Like that certainly would take things to the next level, in my opinion, but it's not necessary for this court to make a finding that your behavior is
the like button for
disruptive. And this obviously comes on the heels of your conduct this morning, where you spent the vast majority of the morning in the other courtroom based upon your conduct. And I'll once again rely on the decision in Illinois versus Allen, 397 U.S. 337, a U.S. Supreme Court case from 1970, on the options the court has constitutionally when faced with a disruptive defendant, someone like Mr. Brooks, who cannot conduct himself consistently with the decorum and respect that is inherent in the concept of courts and judicial proceedings. The consistent interruptions are not only disruptions, but it interferes with the proper administration of this trial. It disrupts the dignity, order, and decorum of this court. Those are the hallmarks of all court proceedings.
The hallmarks.
I'll make a finding that he flagrantly disregards in the courtroom elementary standards of proper conduct by repeatedly interrupting this court. And therefore, he has forfeited his right to be present while we
Hit the like
discuss
button.
all of these filings. I'll also make a finding that
Your Honor, be careful. Darrell's gonna paper cut you with this paper card he got. It's a weapon. It's a weapon. Okay? It's a weapon. Look at this. His outburst. He said, I'm gonna find a way to outburst. It might be quiet. You may not be able to hear it because of the mute button, but you gonna see my blue power, my blue sheet of paper of power. You know what? I'm so sick of her. She gonna know I'm here. She play too much, and she don't know who she fucking with. Watch this. Darrell, your life, all that screaming you've been doing to everybody, let's just be honest, to everybody your whole life, just barking like a chihuahua with no legs. This is what it all came down to. It's got to a point where somebody can push a mute button. Something people been wanting to do their whole life, have knowing you. As long as people have known Darrell and been around Darrell, they've all thought collectively to themselves, individually also, I wish there was a mute button for this fucker. I wish I could just push a button and make Darrell shut the fuck up. Like, is there a shut the fuck up button in the universe for Darrell? Is there? Can somebody tell me where the fuck it is? Because I'll go anywhere to find it. I'll do anything to get a hold of it. You know. And then one day, here Darrell is, muted. Judge Darrell has brought it forth. And how Darrell has to do this to create chaos. He has to hold up a sign that he didn't even make. Probably couldn't. If I had to guess, he can't spell that word on his own. You know, but just if I had to guess, and I do gotta guess. I gotta guess. He has to hold up a sign to disrupt. He can't say anything. This is like a moment that everybody who's ever met Darrell in real life has craved. And here it is. Judge Darrell gets to do it. Congratulations, girl. You did that.
And the technology that we are utilizing here today, we are Polycom to Polycom. The audio and video have been working very well this afternoon. No issues with that. And that it's the functional equivalent of Mr. Brooks being in this courtroom. It gives him the opportunity and the ability to meaningfully participate while the court is still able to control his behavior by exercising the mute button.
It's funny. It's like when he's doing this, it's like he doesn't realize that there's a camera above that's watching him try to hold the sign into the camera that's on the computer. You know, like like he don't know. It's funny. It's actually funny. It's he don't realize. It just, I don't know. It's just hilarious.
Button, as I have repeatedly throughout
Orange
these
t-shirt,
proceedings.
headphones.
I believe all of the documents speak for themselves, I should say. But what I will do is go through them one by one from the beginning. Since they're Mr. Brooks's filings, his position has been made known. I'll ask the state to respond. If I feel any additional follow-up is needed from Mr. Brooks, I'll ask him for that, and then I'll make a decision. So even if that's backtracking a little bit, it's a little bit easier to do that with him in the other courtroom. So the first one that I will deal with is the one that's got today's date and 12:05. I addressed it earlier in terms of that I did not believe it was a filing that required any court response, and I'll ask the state if the state sees any of that differently.
No, Your Honor, and I would cite the court.
Yeah, how many likes do I have? I can't see it. It's showing me 1. Hopefully that's not correct. Hit the like button for mama, okay? Hopefully it's like 75. I know it ain't, but it should be. It really should. Hit the like button for mama, please. Please, and thank you. You know what I'm saying? Consider becoming a member. I got the link to the membership at the top of the chat. You know what I'm saying? Ooh, Ooh, and I got a 20 super chat goal, which we already have one of. We are one away from having 0. So now we have 19 from having Mama do a happy dance. You know what I'm saying? You know, you feel sprinkle, sprinkle. Oh, Mama appreciate you. Yes, she do. Ooh. 40 likes. Okay. It's better than 1. It's showing me 1. It's say 1 on here. Isn't that crazy? Hit the like button.
United
Give me
States
85.
versus
I want 85.
Benaby,
Oh, 51 watching. How many likes?
at
Oh,
654
51. Oh, okay, gotcha.
Fed 3rd,
Thank you, Robert.
753.
Thank you, B.
The
Lewis.
7th Circuit case from 2011.
Oh.
Specifically, there's very instructive language on page 767. This case involved a defendant who identified himself as a sovereign citizen. The court
Sure did.
goes into a nice discussion as to such claims having no merit whatsoever.
Like what? Like what he say, girl?
The quote is,
What he say?
the proposed sovereign citizen defense has, quote, no conceivable validity in American law. I think that's applicable to several of these filings here, Your Honor, and I think that's relevant authority throughout the remainder of this trial, that these sovereign citizen defenses have been attempted. There's a lot of cases on this. That's the most recent from the 7th Circuit that I could find. In no way have any of these defenses, such as his name, the jurisdiction of the court, the fact that the state's an entity, any of these efforts that Mr. Brooks has tried to put forth have been soundly rejected by the courts, and there's significant case law on point, but that's the most recent and appears to fit really well with the facts of this case.
I would note the documents he refers to in this particular piece of paper references the notice of special appearance, the statement of particulars, both are by affidavit. Those are 2 of the common sovereign tactics. And I believe Benaby, in the language that you cited, is directly on point.
He got a chair there.
And
I
that
don't
is
know why he
I
don't
can
sit down.
simply deny the request to address those filings without any further discussion or hearing on them, even when
Darrell, is your ass tender? What's going on? Like they already tenderizing you? That's fucked up. They ain't gonna wait for your trial to be over or nothing. They just insensitive. That's fucked up. You tell them I told you. Yeah, you cut that out. You wait your turn. Ooh, his appeal today. Was that today? Did the thing happen today?
without giving Mr. Brooks an opportunity to further respond.
Let me find out.
The second statement, and I note he's raising the objection, and I'll indicate for the record he's objecting to what's being ruled upon. Then the second filing, we heard him discuss at length, so I'll just have the state respond to that, and that was his claim that his First Amendment rights to freedom of speech are not being honored in this courtroom.
So the court has been abundantly patient in allowing Mr. Brooks to make appropriate, relevant legal arguments. The court is 100% accurate that no constitutional rights is absolute, and there is they can be fettered under appropriate situations, and you've made an excellent record as to why that is appropriate in this case.
Mr. Brooks is raising his objection sign. Since he was given an opportunity to address this previously, I'm not going to give him further opportunity and simply indicate that he will be allowed at appropriate times under the rules of evidence, under the to present his defense. It appears to me at times he may confuse the ability to.
Oh, according to caricatures, it says here Darrell Brooks' final extension for appeal expires on January 7th, which is today. So he had to submit it. he had to submit, his the extension. Okay. The attacker must submit a formal filing.
Newspaper.
Let's see, what's that? A formal filing by this date. Okay, so he needs to, okay, all right. So that's by today. So I guess we'll probably hear something tomorrow about what, if he did it or not. Good to know. Good to know. Good to know. Yeah. Okay.
File something into the record with the ability to present evidence. We have yet to start the evidentiary phase of this trial. In addition, any of his specific objections should be brought by motion. Even if that's an oral motion, it should be based in law and fact and request specific relief. His filings make claims that have no underpinning in law or fact. It's really conclusory. This court is under no obligation to address, conclusory statements by him
some shit that he just
that
made
are not
up.
properly made,
Nobody
both in
cares,
form and
Darrell.
in substance. This record's replete with references and instances of Mr. Brooks just simply spouting various amendments or theories without those fully being established in the record.
What's up, baby?
And again, no constitutional
button.
right is absolute. The First Amendment rights of an individual can certainly be fettered. That is especially true in a court of law where there are rules of evidence, rules of procedure, where we have the standards of courtesy and decorum. He can present his defense. He has a right to present a defense, but his rights to do that must comport with the law, and that law is what I've already pointed out. So I'm not sure really how to address, are you making a judicial determination? Everything that I do when I rule on something is a decision that is made by this court.
That's right.
So I've answered this.
So it's
we'll
all
move on to
judicial.
the next one.
'Cause I'm a
That is
judge.
and he is raising his objection, and that's fine. He can do that. His objection will be noted for the record. He also raises in the next filing at 158, I still motion to prove jurisdiction, please. Also motion to dismiss for no proof of jurisdiction. Also motion for finding of fact. Again, none of these things cite to any legal authority or any factual basis, nor do they request any specific relief. Here's what I will rely upon the Beneby decision from the Seventh Circuit, that these are just various arguments raised by sovereigns that have been debunked and have been addressed that have no place in our justice system.
No place.
And therefore, I will deny the requests in that piece of paper summarily without further consideration. I know he makes repeated objection to either how I say his name or how it's referenced in the caption.
In capital letters.
There's a continuing objection that I will note. His filings speak for themselves, how he wishes to be addressed. This court will refer to the name that is on the information in this case. That is the official charging document. And that is what I will do. If I mispronounce his first name at times, my apologies. I know I said his name repeatedly throughout those jury instructions. I know when I first had hearings on this case, even his own attorneys referred to him as Darrell. And it was only after I viewed his recorded interview that I learned it was Darrell. I asked him at one hearing, how do I say your name? Is it Darrell? And he said, that's right. or words to that effect. I may not have the exact quote, and I'm not quoting him, but he confirmed for me on the record, at least at that point, what his first name was.
Did he?
So his continuing objection.
Oh, Darrell, so you told the judge that was your name. Oh, so you do know a piece of shit named Darrell. So I thought you didn't know nobody by that name, Darrell. That's weird that you had told the judge that. That's mysterious. Maybe you used to know somebody by that name back when the judge had asked you that question, but then you forgot later. Maybe that's what happened. We're gonna give you the benefit of the shitty doubt. How about that, Darrell? How about that? You like that? Do you like that? Would that be nice?
About his name is so noted. It's preserved in the record based upon his filings, and I'm not going to address it further.
It's him acting like he's doing something with papers on his desk for me.
Frankly, his last document, which says a plea is to argue facts. I don't intend to do that, and I never agreed to or consented to a, quote, not guilty, quote, plea. My attorneys never got my consent for a not guilty plea. I don't understand. The law is very clear that a plea of not guilty, even when a defendant stands mute, is what the court proceeds with. It is true in this particular case that plea was entered on his behalf, but the fact also remains that in order for that plea to be changed to something else, meaning a guilty plea or a no contest plea, the defendant would need to go through the plea questionnaire waiver of rights form and have to knowingly, freely, voluntarily, and intelligently waive all of the rights that go along with that. In other words, this court is simply constrained by the law to proceed as if not guilty pleas were entered on his behalf. So I've addressed that. I don't need any further argument from the parties. I will note Mr. Brooks continues to have the objection sign raised. The other thing I want to make a record of, we did have the civilian jury bail.
Let me tell you, nothing's funnier than when Darrell got tired of holding the sign, so he tucked it into his pants. Darrell got tired of holding the sign, so he just tucked it into his pants like so. He just said, "You know what? Y'all gonna see my objection." Darrell said, look now. Look now. Y'all see what Darrell, if there was ever anything cornier than this, I don't even want to know what it is. Y'all name something cornier than this. Darrell had put that sign in his it's sliding down. Darrell put the sign in his pants, y'all, like this. Darrell, how you spell cornball? D-A-R-R-E double hockey sticks. Ew. Ew. Oh my God. What was funnier than that? Nothing. The answer is nothing. The answer is nothing. Nothing.
Let's check with the juror that was identified by Mr. Brooks, and that juror confirmed she has not attended any proceedings. So that issue is addressed now. He's holding up his objection sign. Mr. Brooks, I frankly did that for your benefit. You raised what really is an important issue, and I appreciate that. I was a little surprised by it, but
I'm a goofy goober, yeah. You're a goofy goober, yeah. We're all goofy goobers, yeah. Go back. Hey, Jillian. What's up, baby? Yes, he's a goofy goober for sure. Look at him. You can't make me put down my sign. You can't. It's my right. It's my right. Oh my God. Girl.
But then when I heard you explain further, I thought, he's got a point there. He had been removed for some of those proceedings.
Is that you telling her
may
that she
not
need to
have
stop
seen
talking?
her. I'm not
I don't
making
think
a
it's
finding
working,
on
Darrell.
that. And so that's why I backtracked a little bit, said I would.
Hey, Darrell, I don't think this worked. I think she's still talking. Darrell, I think you failed. I think you failed to intimidate her by doing this, cause she's still talking. I can hear her with my pointy ear. Okay, she's definitely still talking.
Would look into it. So I'm not sure why you're objecting at this point. I took an important piece of information that you were relaying, and we had it. In this case, it was confirmed that the juror did not attend any proceedings,
Oh my God, yes.
and so that will address your
I sure did.
issue
I didn't watch
with
it
her.
fully though.
All right, now
I didn't watch it fully because I was gonna put it on my Patreon. I was gonna react to it on my Patreon, and I never quite got around to it. I was supposed to react to it on my Patreon. I need to oh yeah, my daughter keeps telling me I gotta find my code thing for that so I can start putting that on my video. But yeah, I stopped putting that link on my video a while ago.
next step would be opening statements. So, Mr. Brooks, you have demonstrated in the past, and I'm going to
Watch that on
unmute you, that when the
Patreon and
jury
react
is
to it.
present, you are able to
Good time.
maintain civility.
That'd be a good time.
Show them respect. Show the
I can't do it on
courts and the
here. YouTube
process,
won't let me.
respect, and dignity. I certainly am willing to have you brought back over while the state gives their opening statement. And certainly, if you choose to make an opening statement, for you to do that in this courtroom in the presence of the jury. I know you're holding up your objection sign, sir, but I am giving you the opportunity to come back over here. Would you like to come back to this courtroom? Record should reflect he's holding up his objection sign. It appears that he's writing, I don't know what, of course. Mr. Brooks, I'm going to ask you again. Would you like to come back to this courtroom for opening statements?
So I'm on the record.
You are. If you would please address my question.
So you want me to come back over there just to get brought back over here?
That's not what I asked you, sir. I told you, I advised you I would like you back here. It's always my preference that you're here. You demonstrated previously that you can follow some rules when the jury is present. The jury's going to be brought back in shortly for opening statements. The state will go first as they bear the burden of proof, and then you will be given an opportunity to also present an opening statement. So my question to you is, do you want to come back to this courtroom, sir?
So I can get sent back over here, because as soon as I say something, I'm going to get sent out.
Mr. Brooks, it's your conduct in this courtroom. It is what dictates the court's response. If you follow the rules of decorum and courtesy and civility, you will remain. But if you choose to
You're
not
saying
do that, then you run the risk of once again forfeiting your right to be present.
You say that even though I never consented to being taken out. You say that everything is about the decorum and all this. That's what you say. But when I'm raising issues of understanding, which I keep telling you I don't understand,
He don't
then it's
understand, Your
looked at
Honor.
as being disruptive.
He's just
It's
looking for
looked at
some
as
understanding is all,
intentionally trying
Your Honor.
to be disruptive. And I don't understand why everything I say has to have some type of disruption title to it. It's even been put on record numerous times
Gino, what's up?
with inaccuracy. Even what happened today.
Keisha.
Nobody reported on record about me being bruised up and having to get bandaged up and all these things, but it was put on me, laid at my feet, as if me, quote unquote, being disruptive was deserving of what happened to me.
Oh, well, that video wouldn't be a copyright issue. That video with the fight, it would be, it's because it's like a fight. like thing, and it's not like so it's like a violence thing or whatnot. So they may like flag the video, you know, and and they, and so I don't want to, I don't want to have no weird flaggy flag. That's why whenever something like violence happens, you gotta like kind of move things around and stuff to try to not, because if it's showing too much of, you know, and Darrell gets pieced up pretty fucking wicked. This shit looks hilarious, bro. It's the funniest shit I've ever fucking seen, to be honest with you. And it was beautiful. It was a beautiful thing to watch. Darrell get twisted up like that. Like he's so little. You could really tell how little he is in that video of him getting his ass handed to him. You can really tell. He's like, it's like he's like he was really trying to stay alive, really. Just trying to stay alive, that's all. Oh, and this dude was like not holding
I'm
back. He was
simply
like,
trying to have a fair trial.
There was like,
And if I don't, forgive me for being this way, Your Honor, but if I don't understand, I'm going to ask questions. That's the only way I can have clarity is by asking questions. And you have refused to answer anything, but I have to answer everything you ask me. Where's the give and take? It should be fair.
Ain't no
I'm not
give and
asking
take.
for legal advice. I'm not asking for nothing like that. I'm asking to simply have clarification so that I can understand. I cannot put on an adequate defense if I don't understand something. Do you see these boxes I got right here? Do you think I was able to go through everything in those boxes?
Mr. Brooks,
That's
I'm
a
not
personal
going to
problem.
go through this with you again where you attempt to put on the record all of these issues that you have when we're in the middle of a trial. All right? You willingly waived your right to an attorney. I made all of those findings, so we will go forward.
You made those findings.
I am not obligated to answer questions
You made
when you
those
ask me
filings.
questions. I'm going to mute him.
Yeah.
I am not obligated.
Obligated to answer questions that explain procedure or the law. I'm obligated to address motions to address that are based in law and fact. I'm obligated to address objections, for example, whether it be to testimony or evidence or questions posed to witnesses. But I am not obligated, sir, to provide you with an explanation of the law, of the procedure. And with that, since I gave him 2 opportunities to answer a very direct question, and that was, do you want to come back to this courtroom? And he chose not to answer it, but instead ask a question. And
What's him acting like he's like having a full conversation? Does he not know he's muted right now? Darrell, she can't hear you. She got you muted. She done muted you, man. It's terrible. It's terrible what she done did to you. It's terrible. She muted you. Just in case you didn't know what she did, she muted you.
then start making statements about his lack of understanding, I will find that his non-response, that he has not answered directly, which to me says he's not willing to follow the rules of decorum and courtesy and civility, and without such a pledge, he will remain in that courtroom. He's muted. The record should reflect. It appears he's talking as well. He's making hand gestures. His lips are moving behind the mask. And I just wanted to make a record of that. All right. Then we will have the jurors brought in, and then the state can then proceed with its opening statement.
She forgot he was muted. He like, well, what about me? Come on. This is just too much, Your Honor. Your Majesty, come on. Just What? You're just gonna leave me like this? Is that what you're gonna do? You're just gonna leave me like this? Me? She forgot about you, Darrell. I ain't gonna lie. I think she forgot about you like that teacher I had that locked me in the closet that one time and then forgot about me. For my giggle fit. She put me in there and then forgot she put me in there. She was like, just stay in here. Just, you're disrupting the class with all that laughing you're doing. Just, you just stay in here and I'll come back and I'll get you. And she forgot about me and I missed my lunch. I missed my lunch period. I had to go to the second lunch period instead of the first because of that. Because Darrell, no. Darrell, she can't hear you, Darrell. Hey, Darrell, she can't hear you, Darrell. I know, I know it's crazy. It's crazy, but she cannot hear you. Oh my gosh. Oh, yo, what was the name of the guy who had the video, the fight video on his channel? I can never. I know his name, but I just can't. I can't. I don't do well under like on the spot, and so it's not coming to me. What was his name? I used to get his name mixed up. I used to mess up his last name. What was his name? What was his name? Oh, Darrell, they having your trial for your life for this 2,500 years they gonna give you under the prison home. And they ain't even gonna let you in the room, bro. That's fucked up. There it is. That's it. Okay, thank you. Norman. Was it Nix or Hicks? I thought it was Hicks. Maybe that's where I always still get the name mixed up. Yeah, Nix. It was Nix. Okay.
Thank you. Be seated, everyone.
Okay, let's find this thing. Video.
All right, at this time, we will give the parties the opportunity to make opening statements. Does the state have an opening statement?
Yes, thank you.
And just for the record, Mr. Brooks is appearing from the other courtroom. That should not influence your verdict in any way, ladies and gentlemen of the jury. Go ahead, Attorney Wichow.
Middle.
I just, when we do that, make sure we confirm it should transmit, but we'll make sure it's transmitting over there as well.
I can't do that.
And if that's okay, if it happens, we may lose video of Mr. Brooks for the time being, as the state is using what appears to be a PowerPoint. Just confirm with me, Deputy Wittig, that when it starts that it is able to be viewed and heard over there.
Darrell, get out of there. Darrell, oh God, Darrell. Darrell, no. Yo, while I'm over here watching Darrell get his ass handed to him, shit's hilarious, bro. It's terrible. It's worse than it sounds. Oh my gosh. He is just, it's terrible. It's the disrespect. Darrell, run. Just pretend that the guy is Erica and fight, you know. Get your weave out of the way. That's why this ain't going good. It's the weave. Let's blame it on your weave.
No one needs to leave. We're gonna go off the record though, so that.
Oh damn! Oh, Darrell's eyeball fell out. That's it. Darrell's eyeballs. Oh God! Damn! Oh wow! He crawled into the corner. Oh shit! Oh God! Oh God! Oh God! Okay! Oh, somebody done pushed him. Shit. Well, this ain't even a fight at this point. At this point, this is just you getting your ass handed to you. This is just fucking embarrassing. You as a grown ass man. Oh, he trying to put his hair up. He's like, wait. Let me put my ponytail back in, Darrell, this looks terrible. I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna hold you, Darrell. This is awful stuff. It is. Oh my God, y'all. Yeah, I'm gonna definitely have to go ahead and I'm gonna have to put that on my Patreon. We're gonna have to do that. Can you live stream on your Patreon? Let me check that out. Let me see if I can live stream on my Patreon.
So that there's a share screen capability.
I might have to make a video. I don't know if you live stream on there or not. Let me check it out.
Watch the annual Waukesha Christmas Parade. The event started off normal. There were dance teams, high school marching bands,
Oh God.
local community groups, local businesses, all making their way down the parade route. The streets were lined with friends and family members and neighbors, people there to soak up the atmosphere. Kids ran into the street to grab candy from the people who were throwing it from the parades. It sounds corny, but I think you'll see from the videos, there was a true sense of joy in the air.
Oh, okay, yeah. I can live stream from there.
Darrell Brooks killed that joy. He replaced it with terror, trauma, and death. The evidence is going to show that Mr. Brooks left behind a trail.
Okay, cool. So apparently I can live stream from Patreon. Good. Because I got like video thing, but they also got a live stream thing. Put my link on here. If you guys are not on, if y'all are not on my Patreon, you get on my Patreon. So I'm going to react to that on there. I'm going to post it under this
Of carnage
video.
And chaos.
Like under this live stream.
As he made his way down Main Street through the parade route. The evidence will show that he left that crime scene, created that crime scene, in fact, because he was fleeing from another one.
Yeah.
One where he had laid his hands on a woman. And where police involvement became inevitable. So as he careened down Main Street, swerving from curb to curb, hands glued to the steering wheel, eyes fixed on the road in front of him with a silent rage on his face, he hit the gas with his red Ford Escape and used it as a battering ram over and over again, striking men, women, and kids.
Darrell, not the children.
In the end, Mr. Brooks killed 6 people. He injured dozens more and left a permanent scar on this community.
No, honestly, it's actually amazing that he only killed 6 people. I mean, considering the fact that only 6 people died. And I'm going to tell you what I haven't heard is like, did anybody get like did he paralyze anybody? Did he paralyze anybody? Do you guys know? Has anybody here heard anything about him like permanently paralyzing anybody? Because, I mean, he drove over a lot of people. And cars are extremely heavy. The fact that only like this, it was just 6. It wasn't more than 6 people that passed. It's actually amazing. I can't swing. I know. I can't put it on here. This whole thing they'll swipe my whole shit if I put that on here.
We are going to present evidence to you over the next several days in chronological phases.
Oh, temporarily paralyzed. Okay.
From start to end. I'm going to take a few minutes. I'm going to lay out for you the table of contents of this story. We're going to set the scene with Sergeant Dave Warner from the City of Waukesha Police Department. Sergeant Warner was the highest-ranking police official working at the parade that day. He was the incident commander for the Waukesha Christmas Parade, and we are going to, with Sergeant Warner's help, take you through this, which is the first of 3 maps that we will refer to repeatedly throughout this trial. This map depicts the area that we're going to be talking about over the next couple of days, the parade route. Now, for those of you not entirely familiar with downtown Waukesha, this is going to look like a bunch of gibberish, but once we get going and we repeatedly refer to these street names and the business names and the groups that were involved in this parade, I think it'll become like a second language to you.
Ooh.
Sergeant Warner will describe for you how
If he severed their spine, when you sever somebody's spine, in that, don't they be paralyzed? I mean, how do you walk when your spine is severed? Or maybe I don't know what severed spine means. That's a good possibility that that's the case. When I think severed spine, I think like, broke back, which makes me think paralyzed. Oh, Lord.
how the parade route ran from, if you look closely at the screens in front of you, the intersection of Main Street and White Rock Avenue. White Rock was a staging area for the parade groups and floats. And they made their way southeast on White Rock until they came to Main Street, and then they would make a right turn and head southeast down Main Street through the parade route until the very end as it wraps around to the south and runs into Wisconsin Avenue. The parade route then would continue to the east, making a left-hand turn on Wisconsin, but nothing really happens on Wisconsin Avenue. You're not going to hear any testimony about that. As you can see from this map, it depicts or represents each intersection where a squad car or a police officer was stationed. They're denoted by the little badge shields in the intersections. If you look closely, you can see.
If I could do anything right now, God damn, that uppercut was tough. I say if I could do anything, it would be I would go back in time and give this cameraman a really nice camera. So that the guy who whooped his ass definitely did not like him. Like I think he could smell the bullshit that was coming off of Darrell, and he just, because that was a special type of ass whooping. I mean, I don't think he didn't get not one hit in. And this guy was not going easy on him. That shit was crazy, bro. Oh my God.
See little red lines, and Sergeant Warner will describe how those represent the barricades that were placed at each intersection for security and safety purposes.
Damn.
Once we've got that established, we're going to move into the first chapter of this story, and you're going to hear about the origin of Mr. Brooks' rage that day.
Ooh.
A violent domestic argument with Erica Patterson, his former girlfriend and the mother.
Which is ironic with what it is that I'm watching over here, with Darrell getting his ass straight handed to him. I mean, just handed to him. The idea that this fucker was be walking up to some girl trying to beat her up. And then you get to watch him get his ass handed to him, and he just buckles in the corner and just trying to, oh, please stop. This shit's hilarious, bro.
Mother of his child. Erica Patterson is going to testify either today or tomorrow, hopefully today. She's going to tell you that in November of 2021, she was staying at the Women's Center.
Oh, he had he can't hear another room. What?
And on the day in question, November 21st of 2021, the defendant showed up in Waukesha in his red Ford Escape that she knew he drove, and he argued with her, and he harassed her, and he punched her in the face. And the thing about a swollen eye is it's tough to fake. You're going to hear evidence about how after, let me.
That is some bullshit. That's what he was doing. He's over here punching on her because he can't fight. It's so funny, and that's always the case. It always be the one that can't fight a dude, can't successfully do it at least. That be over here trying to bully and punch on to somebody, whoever they can come up with who's smaller than them.
back up. You're going to hear evidence about how the defendant took Erica Patterson
But
all
they
over town that
he's
afternoon.
submissive as hell with a
From Frame
man.
Park, across the river, up Barstow Hill,
We'll get his
back down to
ass
Frame
whooped.
Park. And at some point, after she was struck, after she sustained that injury, Erica called her friends because she needed help. And she had no one else to call. One of those friends is Corey Runkle. You're going to hear from Corey on the witness stand in this trial. Corey's going to say that she was Erica's roommate at the Women's Center. She had known Erica for a few weeks and they had grown close. And when she got the call from Erica that Erica needed help, Corey immediately responded to help. And she ended up finding Erica and Darrell Brooks in front of the White Rock School. If we go back, the White Rock School is on White Rock Avenue. It's on near the top right portion of the map. It's just south of Frame Park. And Corey is going to talk about how she found Erica and the defendant at this location, and she got into both a physical and a verbal altercation with Mr. Brooks. That altercation.
I don't know who this young man is that is working Darrell over, but I just really appreciate him. I don't know who he is, what his deal is. I don't know what else he done in his life, but for this particular thing that he done when he worked Darrell over, pretty fucking good. I mean, just the best. It's quite the gift to give, to beat the shit out of the Darrell. I'm so tickled.
Is captured on surveillance video. 2 surveillance videos, actually. You're going to see both of them. You're going to see how the defendant was reacting that day. You're going to see what he looked like, what he was wearing, the red Ford Escape that he was driving. You're going to see how the defendant reacted once Erica's friends showed up and he lost his physical advantage over a woman.
Bam. Oh, it makes me think. I wonder if they ever saw this video. I wonder if the prosecution were able to come across this video. What do you think the chances are that the prosecution got a hold of this video?
Erica and Corey will also testify that at some point during this scuffle, the police were called. And you're going to see a separate video, squad video, from the responding officer that shows just down the block there was a marked squad car with its lights flashing, marking the entrance to the parade. Something that people in front of White Rock School would have seen. So the evidence is going to show that the defendant must have known. Once things got loud, and once there was more than just him and Erica on scene.
He listening to this part, talking about Erica. He gonna listen to that part.
So he took the coward's way out.
Mm-hmm.
You're going to see him in the video get into the driver's seat of that red SUV. Corey and Erica will tell you that no one else was in the car. And you're going to see him pull off on White Rock towards Main Street.
Mm-hmm.
You're going to hear from law enforcement officers who were positioned along the parade route. The officers who made their initial contact with the defendant, the first ones who tried to stop him. And the first one is Detective Tom Casey, the lead detective in this case. He's sitting at the state's prosecution table right behind me. He's going to tell you that he was working that day as security for the parade. He was working at Main and White Rock. He's the first law enforcement officer to come into contact with the defendant during this incident, face to face. Or I think better describe it as face to windshield. He tried to stop the defendant, but there's only so much a man can do against an SUV. But he's going to tell you that he got so close, he got such a good look at Darrell Brooks' face, that from that witness stand, he'll be able to say to you definitively, Darrell Brooks, the man in orange on the video screen, is the man who was driving the red SUV in this case. You're going to hear from a few more officers. Officer Bryce Butcher and Officer Sonia Schneider. They were positioned at the intersection of Main Street and East Avenue, just a little bit further southwest in that map. You're going to hear them describe how they saw this red SUV approaching. They quickly realized it was not part of the parade. They quickly realized this was a problem. There are people, children, in the street, lining the street. And so they jumped into action. They tried to stop it. As the SUV started barreling towards them, Officer Buttrin again tried to get in the way. He put himself at risk trying to get in front of the vehicle. Couldn't stop it. Officer Schneider tried to redirect the vehicle up Buckley Street, making a right-hand turn. She'll tell you, and you'll see in the video, there was room. There was space. She couldn't do it. The defendant blew past her. And that's when
Mama shoulders hurt.
the screams in the police radio started.
My shoulders, hoy.
You're going to hear from Jim Hawkinson, a battalion chief for the Waukesha Fire Department. He's going to tell you about the massive scope of the emergency response to this tragedy. He was in charge of the fire department that day. He's going to tell you about all of the units that had to respond to the scene.
Fucked up, isn't it?
The massive amount of resources needed to treat.
Think about it. Darrell had to sit out this whole opening statement. He had to be in the other room on mute the whole time. They talk about you and what you did, Darrell. They can't even let you inside.
Triage and treat
Fucked up,
and transport
Darrell.
all the victims.
That's fucked up.
He's going to tell you about the response from other communities in southeast Wisconsin, the mutual aid call that went out, and all the other communities that came to help out.
Nice.
He's going to tell you about how Waukesha Memorial Hospital, just up the hill from the parade route, quickly reached capacity. And so everybody had to be diverted to other medical facilities.
And his mama was
We'll
working in one of
transition
the
then
hospitals.
into the next chapter of this story, and you're going to hear from some of the people whose lives were forever changed
The like
by
button
the
for
defendant's
mama.
terrible decisions that day. But I'll tell you right now, you're not going to hear from all of them. It wouldn't make sense. It's not necessary. We intend to present the evidence to you in an efficient and streamlined way. We will elicit testimony and introduce exhibits that cover every element of every single criminal charge in this case. But our goal is to avoid duplication of evidence and to avoid undue hardship on the victims and the witnesses who have already suffered so much. So the first witness in this part of the trial that you're going to hear from is Nicole White. She's the very first person, aside from Detective
They're over
Casey,
there like,
who was
y'all
struck
think
by
y'all
the
gonna
defendant
put
on
me
that
away,
day.
don't you?
She's going to tell you, as we look at this second of the three maps that we're going to repeatedly refer to, that she was marching with her co-workers and friends with Remax. You'll recognize the float, I think, in the videos, because just like the commercials for Remax, there's a giant hot air balloon that shoots fire out of the basket, which is pretty cool. And she's going to tell you she was marching with her friends and her co-workers when, without any warning, she was hit from behind and knocked over. You're going to see video of that. Nicole White has a special significance in this case because, as the first person who was struck, she represents the point in time when Mr. Brooks was legally required to stop.
Yes.
You heard the judge read the hit and run jury instructions. And to summarize, in Wisconsin, anybody who's operating a motor vehicle who's involved in some kind of accident, they have a duty to stop, to investigate, to exchange information. Not only did Darrell Brooks not stop, the evidence will show that he sped up. The evidence will show that as his body count increased, so did his motive to get away. Nicole White, I think, is a good point here for me to explain.
What's so funny? He definitely can hear. You can always tell when Darrell's being attentive. What? You talking about that crime I committed? You talking about them people that I ran through? Is that what you talking about? You gonna show some video? Because I like to look at that video. Look at him. You can always tell when he's like, oh, they telling the story of the Darrell.
Explain to you, or to summarize for you, the charge of first-degree recklessly endangering safety. Now, again, the judge read the law to you.
He's listening so
a lot of
attentively,
the
don't he?
afternoon, and she's going to read it to you again at the end of the case, and you're going to have a binder with all these instructions written down for you, so you do not need to memorize them. Okay? But we're going to talk about first-degree recklessly endangering safety. It's a crime where it's committed by someone who recklessly endangers the safety of another human being under circumstances that show utter disregard for human life. Let's talk about what the state's not required to prove with recklessly endangering safety. Not required to prove injury. This was a conscious decision in our charging decision. We're not going to get into medical records. We're not going to talk about the details of witnesses' injuries because it's not relevant, except to the extent that it proves that they were endangered and resulted in injury. But we don't need to get into who was hit or how hard or how long they've suffered. We just are going to prove to you that their safety was endangered. So, after Nicole White, we are going to talk, you're going to hear evidence about the first of the larger groups that was affected by this incident, the Waukesha South High School Marching Band. 10 kids in that band got either hit or run over. Here's the first example of our efficient presentation of evidence. You're not going to hear from any one of them. High school-aged kids, there's video showing each and every one of them getting run over. So instead, you're going to hear from their band director, Sarah Waymire Aparicio. She's going to come in and she's going to look at some still shots of the video. She's going to identify each of the 10 kids for you.
Look at him.
You're then going to watch and listen to the video, and it'll be clear as day who's getting run over or hit. It'll be clear as day whose safety was endangered by Mr. Brooks that day. As we move further down the parade route, you'll hear evidence about the Burris Logistics Group. You'll hear testimony from Kelly Grabo about how she was marching with that group along with her young daughter. You'll see video of them. They're dressed up like the Who's from Whoville.
Aww.
You'll see them get hit. As we move further down the parade route, you'll hear testimony about the Green family. They're spectators.
Oh, Darrell's dressed like the Who's right now, isn't he? Hey, Darrell, it's given who? Who? You. Oh, my God. This is probably the most special Darrell's ever felt, actually, in his life. He's like, his main character syndrome is finally came true. He's now the main character. It's a terrible circumstance. A terrible way to become main character, though, Darrell. I ain't gonna lie. Only you could fuck it up this bad.
Along the parade route. Charles Green is going to come in and talk about how he was there with his family. He was sitting on the southeast corner of Main and Gasper across the street from Martha Merrill's Books. He'll talk about how his kids were seated on a portable bench, something that you bring to a parade to sit on, and how they got knocked off that bench when the defendant ran into them. The next point in the presentation of evidence will involve the Waukesha Blazers. I think it's important to point out you can't consider this evidence of each crime in a vacuum. You need to consider the entire incident. Because at this point, by the time we get to the Blazers, the defendant will have already hit or run over 15 people.
Spider-Man, what's up, baby?
You'll see in the video that at this point the defendant has actually increased his speed. And you'll hear from Detective Mike Carpenter with the Waukesha Police Department.
Oh.
He's going to come in and talk about speed analysis. He'll tell you that he's certified to use a software program that basically takes surveillance video, measures the amount of time it takes to travel a certain distance in that video, and calculates an average speed over that distance. And he'll tell you that in video obtained from Bosco's Social Club, which is right in front of where the Blazers got hit, he'll tell you that that video in that area right before the Blazers got hit, the defendant was traveling in excess of 33 miles an hour. There were 5 victims in...
All right, let's get some activity in the Chizat, okay? Some activity going in the Chizat. The Chizat ain't moving. The Chizat ain't moving. It's not scrolling. Nothing's happening. How I do that, I demand some red emojis in the chat. Just put some red emojis in the chat. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Okay? Do it. Just do it. Ain't nothing to it but to do it. Just do it. Okay? Hit the like button. Hit the like button for mama, please. Okay? Consider becoming a member. Got the link to the membership at the top of the chat. You know what I'm saying? Help support the channel, keeps mama here and not there. You know what I'm saying? Got to keep mama off the pole. Got to keep her off the pole because she ain't got no upper body strength. Y'all know how it go. Okay? and I got a 20 super chat goal. We're getting close to the end of that. I think I only did 2 hours this time. So 16 minutes and 12 seconds. And we've got 1 out of 20 of the super chat goal. So, you know what I'm saying? Do better. Do better. Oh, thank you for your consideration. You know what I'm saying? Thank you, B. Lewis. That's right. Red emojis in the chat. Gotta get the chats going. Gotta get it going. Get it going. Okay.
In the Blazers. That includes Jackson Sparks, who was walking with his big brother Tucker. Cut down in the road before he had a chance to put any miles on his soul. Jackson was 8. He died 2 days later in the hospital.
Look at Darrell Darrell pretending to give a
I think
fuck.
this is a good point to talk.
This is Darrell pretending to give a fuck. When Darrell wants to pretend to give a fuck, this is what this is. You don't know what it looks like when Darrell's pretending to give a fuck. This is what it looked like. Okay. Oh, yeah. This thing is terrible. If I don't do this for this, they definitely gonna kill me. They're gonna pull a switch and make me go bye-bye if I don't at least give a reaction to this. He don't give a shit. He don't give a shit. For all we know, that could have been his main target. He's probably been chambering directly for the children. Everybody else was a coincidence. We know he likes to bully people who are smaller than him. And that's only basically the children are the only ones that qualify for that. Oh. Oh my God. Look at him. Oh, that's terrible. It's bad. It's not right. If you don't stop trying to pretend to give a fuck, Darrell. Pretend to you ain't fooling nobody. No, none of us believe that you give a shit. Okay?
Talk about the law of first degree intentional
You're
homicide.
failing.
Again, the judge provided the law to you. It'll be provided to you again
caused
at the
the
conclusion
death
of the trial.
of a victim. Yup.
I want you to take a look at that second element.
Yup.
I don't know what the defense in this case is going to be. In fact, the defendant isn't required to put one on at all. He can sit there and not say a word throughout this trial. And that's perfectly within his right, and you can't hold that against him. And in fact, if he does that and we don't prove each and every one of these counts to you beyond a reasonable doubt, you must find him not guilty.
Yeah, that's
the law.
No thank you. But thanks for the offer.
If he does choose to present a defense, if he does raise any issues, I expect that he will likely claim that he didn't mean to kill these people.
Yeah, he thought.
Take a look at that second bullet.
He thought the car was what it was. He was like, he had watched Back to the Future too. And, he had got it in his mind that the car could fly. Darrell thought the car could fly. Come on, Your Majesty. He thought that the car could fly. Like, he was like, as soon as he saw the people, he was like, oh, the car is going to know. I mean, look what times we living in. Of course, this is a hover car. Of course, the car that Dawn owns is a hover car. So it's gonna rise up. It's gonna fly directly over everybody like a drone do. Okay. He didn't mean to. He trusted the car. The car told him it was gonna hover over him, and so he's just a victim of the car's lies. Did I get it, Darrell? Did I nail it? Or no?
Keep that in mind as you're watching these videos, as you're learning about how this parade unfolded. Consider whether the defendant was aware that his conduct was practically certain to cause the death of another human being.
Spoiler alert. Fuck yeah.
We're going to move further down the parade route, and the next group after the Blazers is the Extreme Dance Group. There were girls of really all ages in this group, from toddlers being pulled in strollers up to high school age teenage dancers. 15 victims, 15 people associated with this group either got hit or were very close to getting hit That doesn't include 2 additional spectators who were watching the parade from the south side of Main Street near the 5 Points intersection, right in front of the extreme dance team as the defendant drove through.
Oh my
Girls
God.
in this dance group
he
suffered
make me
catastrophic
sick, y'all.
injuries. The group of victims also includes
He's so
parents,
attentive,
grandparents,
he's like,
siblings, people marching with the group,
didn't I
but
do
not necessarily as
that?
dancers. You're not going to hear from everybody who got hit. You're going to hear from the 2 instructors, the 2 young ladies who were tasked with teaching these girls these routines and marching with them and encouraging them and comforting them after the fact. And they're going to, in the video, identify for you where all these girls are positioned, and it'll be very clear the path of travel of the vehicle as it goes through that group of young ladies, who was hit and who was nearly hit. The next group down the parade route is Citizens Bank, and here we reach the second count of intentional homicide. Jane Kulik was marching with Citizens Bank with her friends, with her co-workers.
Aww.
This is the only count of homicide for which there is no clear
You can hear somebody crying in there.
video depicting how she died. So instead of watching video, you're going to hear evidence from her co-worker and from the man who was driving the truck pulling this float. And they're really the ones who are in the best position to observe exactly what happened to Jane Kulik as the defendant plowed through that parade route. And they're going to describe for you how she was struck, how she was run over. A medical examiner will explain that Jane Kulik's cause of death was multiple blunt force traumatic injuries. We'll move further down southwest along the parade route, and we'll learn about a group that was standing in front of the steaming cup, spectators again. Innocent people have nothing to do with anything. You're going to hear about 3 kids who were standing along with a bunch of others along the curb in front of steaming cup, and as the defendant swerved from the left side of the street as he hit Jane back to the right side of the street as he was avoiding the vehicle that was ahead of him.
Yeah, you nailed that one, Will. Absolutely.
Clipped the curb and hit these 3 kids. Then we're going to move in to the next group in the parade route, which is the Dancing Grannies.
Ugh.
This is
Jesus.
the deadliest point in the parade. 7 people in this group were struck. 4 of them died. You're going to hear from witnesses, members of the Dancing Grannies group, who will come in and they will describe being completely caught off guard. They will describe seeing pom-poms in the air, and the next thing they knew, there were bodies on the ground before the pom-poms hit the ground. You will learn about Bill Ospel, who was marching in a support capacity. He was there to support his wife Lola and their friends, the rest of the Dancing Grannies, just walking along the parade route trying to be helpful. And as the defendant swerved around the Dancing Grannies vehicle, which is a white SUV, you'll see it in the video, swerved around the right side, he hits Bill. And the medical examiner is going to tell you that Bill Ospel cause of death was multiple blunt force traumatic injuries. You'll learn about Tamara Durand, marching with the Grannies. This is her first parade. You'll see a diagram of where she was positioned. You'll see video of her getting struck. The medical examiner will tell you that Tamara Durand, cause of death, multiple blunt force traumatic injuries.
Jesus fucking Darrell.
You'll hear about Lee Owen, another Dancing Granny, positioned right next to Tamara, who had just begun one of her favorite routines, walking in a winter wonderland, when she got hit. You'll learn about Ginny Sorensen. You'll learn that Ginny was walking at the front of the group carrying the banner. You'll learn that Ginny was normally a coach for the group. Normally she rode in the vehicle in the back so that she could provide feedback and critique to her dance mates. But she filled in at the last moment today and helped carry the banner. You'll see video of Ginny getting struck. Medical examiner will tell you that Ginny Sorensen's cause of death was multiple blunt force traumatic injuries. You'll hear more speed analysis testimony at this point. You're going to hear from Mike Smith with the Wisconsin State Patrol, who's going to testify very similarly to how
Darrell, it's almost like they did a lot of homework on you and you ain't even opened your boxes yet. It's giving your fucks. Like, how about you open up your boxes right now? Like, like for real, Darrell, you probably should be opening up your, like, if I was listening to all this, I think I'd be thinking, I need to open these boxes and do a little bit of homework. Because, I mean, this sovereign citizen shit ain't gonna cut it.
Detective Carpenter is going to testify about speed analysis. Basically, he takes surveillance video, this time from Curry Insurance, which is on the south side of Main Street. It shows the grannies getting struck. They measure point to point and measure the time between those 2 points and calculate an average speed over that distance, which is roughly from Clinton Street up until the camera cuts out. They'll tell you that at that point, where the defendant crashed through the dancing grannies group, he was traveling at approximately 32 miles an hour. The eighth and final group that was struck by the defendant in this case is the Catholic Communities of Waukesha. This is a faith-based organization. It consists of members of multiple local Catholic churches who got together that Sunday afternoon to spread a little Christmas cheer.
Mm-hmm.
There is not great video, and perhaps that's for the best, of this group getting struck. In total, there were 19 victims in this group. In what little you can see from the video, you can see the defendant's taillights swerving from the left side of the street to the right.
Oh my God, yeah.
You can see them bouncing up and down. There are no speed bumps in that section of the road. The next phase of the evidence will involve the manhunt.
Can't believe it. He's like, oh.
How authorities
I think the consequences of
found
my
the
actions
defendant,
come back to haunt
took him
me.
into custody, and the statements he made after he was placed under arrest. You will hear from Officer Bryce Skolton, who was positioned, if you look at this third of the three maps I referenced, on the very top of this map at the intersection of Main Street and Wisconsin. Officer Skolton was positioned at that point to direct the parade route to make a left-hand turn from Main Street onto Wisconsin, to stop any traffic coming from the other directions. He saw the defendant come around that corner. He saw the defendant drive right at him as he's standing in the middle of the road. And as the defendant went around him to the left and went south, Officer Skolton fired 3 rounds from his service weapon. All 3 rounds hit the car. None of them hit the defendant.
Wasn't that something?
You will hear from another police officer who was not on duty that day. He just happens to be a police officer. His name is Officer.
Darrell's so short. The guy shooting into the thing is just going right over Darrell's head because him so little. That's why.
Officer Ralph Salyers. He's from the Wauwatosa Police Department. If you take a look at that map, he's going to describe to you being on the sidewalk, leaving the parade. He was walking past Les Paul Middle School. He's going to describe hearing a loud commotion. He's going to describe seeing a red SUV with just utterly totaled front end damage coming to rest in a driveway at 338 Maple Avenue. You're going to see video of the defendant in the red SUV pulling into the alley behind 338 Maple. And then a few moments later, you'll see what appears to be the defendant coming back onto the screen and running away from the vehicle. apparently in a hurry, apparently aware that he had done something terribly wrong.
Yeah, he fucking knew.
You're going to hear from a series of witnesses between that point and the defendant's arrest, where they will describe the defendant approaching them, contacting them, asking them to use their phone. Because he was in such a rush when he ditched his SUV, he left his phones behind. Then you're going to hear from Daniel Ryder, and I think the evidence will show Daniel Ryder really is a good embodiment of the spirit of Waukesha. Not knowing what Mr. Brooks had done, Daniel Ryder opened his home to the defendant. The defendant showed up at his front door without any shoes on, with a t-shirt, said he was cold, said he needed to use the phone.
Yeah, and also said, I ain't trying to rob you or nothing, which is definitely something somebody would say right before you tell them to go fuck themselves and get off your porch before you make something hot go through the door. I'm just saying. You ain't coming up in here. I'm gonna pretend like I don't even hear nobody knocking if we're just keeping it all the way 100 and funky. I'm gonna be like, just, you ain't gonna know nobody in my house. You got to go to the next house. You're gonna have to go to the next house. I'm more like the people he went to first. Because he went to a couple different doors before Daniel let him in. Daniel's on some what would Jesus do type time. He was on that type of time.
Daniel Ryder let him inside.
He sure did. Offered
gave him
him
a
shoes.
sandwich.
Mm-hmm.
Let him use the phone, and then gave him a coat.
Ain't that something?
And a few minutes later, the police showed up.
And then Daniel said, get the
You're
fuck
gonna see body cam video
on, give
of
me my
that arrest.
jacket.
You're going to hear from Officer Rebecca Carpenter that she responded to that area around where Daniel Ryder lives because of reports of a man knocking on doors. She takes him into custody. He identifies himself on the body cam video. They search him, and in his pocket they find a key to the red Ford Escape used in this attack.
I think they caught you.
You're going to hear from a series of officers who retraced the defendant's steps that night, recovered surveillance video showing the path that he took, the path that's depicted here in the third map that I'm showing you. You're going to hear how they recovered his sandal, his sweatshirt.
Oh, they found your sandal, Darrell.
The escape route.
Maybe they give it back to you.
You're going to hear from Detective Jay Carpenter with the City of Waukesha Police Department, and he's going to talk to you about the defendant's statements after he was taken into custody. I'm going to let that interview speak for itself, other than pointing out for you that you will, I think, quickly learn a few main points about the defendant.
Yeah, he
on
ain't
the night
shit.
that this happened.
We already knew that. So.
He was lucid. He was aware.
He was little.
He was intelligent.
He was short.
He was probing for
Him was a
information.
bitch.
And he was deceptive.
And a bitch. You forgot the.
We're going to then wrap up with testimony from people who plugged any of the
bitch.
remaining holes in the investigation. You'll hear from crime lab analysts about DNA evidence, about finding the defendant's DNA on the steering wheel of the red Ford Escape. You're going to hear from Wisconsin State Patrol Inspector Ryan Schultz. He's going to testify about the mechanical inspection that he did on this vehicle. In case you were wondering if there were any issues that would have prevented Mr. Brooks from stopping or from pulling over, he's going to quickly put those concerns to bed. He conducted that mechanical inspection. No problem with the brakes. The accelerator didn't stick. There were no mechanical problems that would have prevented Mr. Brooks from stopping. Finally, we're going to close our presentation of the evidence, not with a witness, but with an experience for you. You are going to go to a secure location, and you're going to have a chance to see the murder weapon with your own eyes. You'll be able to see that red Ford Escape. I want to close now with a few points about how the evidence relates to the law in this case.
Darrell, you're not going to hold up your objection sign? They said they're going to go see your car. I know you had such a temper tantrum about that later. That means either he wasn't paying attention right now when all this was happening, or he just pretend outrage, later. One of those
There
two.
are, obviously, we've gone through the 6 counts of first-degree
he got a black
intentional
eye,
homicide.
busted lip, lost a couple
But in
toothpicks.
addition to those homicide counts, there are 6 counts of hit and run involving death.
Yeah, Bubba don't like it when he talk back. Well, Darrell's in there talking back, and Bubba gave him a black eye to remember him by.
Those are separate charges. The evidence will support convictions on all of them, all 12 counts of homicide.
Damn, 12.
But they involve the same 6 victims. Another point I want to bring to your attention is that for each count of first-degree intentional homicide and each count of first-degree recklessly endangering safety, if you find the defendant guilty of any of those counts, you have to answer a second question. Did he commit that crime while using a dangerous weapon?
Yes.
And here the evidence will show that he didn't use a gun or a knife to commit these crimes. He used 3,500 pounds of steel, rubber, and glass.
Yeah, Darrell got transferred.
The defendant's also charged with 2 counts of felony bail jumping. You'll hear evidence to support those charges.
Yeah, Darrell was too popular at his prison, so he got transferred. The inmates liked him too much, we'll say. Bless their heart. Bless their hearts.
Charges, which includes the fact that the defendant was charged with a felony offense in a case in Milwaukee County and released from custody subject to conditions of bail. And then he was charged with another felony offense in a separate case in Milwaukee County and released from custody subject to conditions of bail. And those conditions of bail included requirements that he not commit any new crime.
That's too
And
hard.
those conditions
That's
of bail
too
were
much
in
to
effect
ask.
on November 21st of 2021.
You know he wasn't going to be able to do that.
We have dozens of video clips to show you.
Uh-huh.
You're going to have notebooks and writing utensils while we present this evidence to you.
Damn.
It's a lot to keep track of. And when you go back into the deliberation room, it might be difficult while you're deliberating to remember which video was about which victim or which incident or which group. And so my suggestion to you is that as we go through these videos, you're free to do whatever you want with your notes, but my suggestion would be as we go through these videos, they each will be labeled with an exhibit number. And so I recommend that you keep track of which exhibit number corresponds with which video. That way, while you're deliberating, if you want to see those videos again, you can ask for them by exhibit number. Can't guarantee that you'll be able to see any or all of them, but you can ask. I'm done now. I want to close on one final point, and that is, on behalf of the state of Wisconsin, I want to say thank you. You're serving in what is the greatest criminal justice system in the history of the world, and that's because of the 16 of you. It's because a group of citizens, randomly selected, come in and make the final, ultimate determination
Come
between
in and
guilty
give
and
Darrell
not guilty.
2,500 years.
That's unique in this world.
Thank you for your service.
It's special. And so we're going to go through this evidence. We're going to be mindful of your time. We know how valuable it is. We're going to be efficient, but we have a lot to get through. A lot. And at the conclusion of all that evidence,
they had to transfer him. You know, but then what the inmates at the new prison, they wouldn't get their turn. Can't be selfish. You know what I'm saying? You got to share the Darrell ass whoopings with all the prisoners all over the world. Hey, Darrell, you got anything to say? Is you feeling some type of way, Darrell?
Mr. Brooks, my first question to you is, will you be making an opening statement at this point or deferring until your case, meaning the defense portion of the case?
I will be deferring at this time, Your Honor. I need a little more adequate time to make sure I go over the points that I need to make.
All right, then the court will.
Ain't that funny? He asked for more time to get ready to do his opening statement so that he can be prepared and make sure he doesn't miss any points of things that he definitely wants to go over. He wants to be prepared. I respect that, Darrell. It's just kind of weird that when you finally did do your opening statement, you did it from the heart, off the cuff. You know what I'm saying? Unprepared. This This fucker can't tell the truth to save his fucking life. Look at this.
will honor that request.
Ain't that
Advise
something?
the jury he's deferring his opening statement
Stalling.
until a later
Stalling.
point in the proceedings.
I am going to just take a short break so I can talk some logistics with the parties to determine whether it makes sense to start with a witness tonight yet. It's 4 o'clock, a little bit after, or wait until
Arrive at midnight at his destination. I have a second witness, if the court would hear me, who's here as well. Her testimony probably would also take about 15 minutes on direct, maybe a little longer. No, Mr. Mitchell says no. She has traveled here from Janesville. Her transportation is also difficult. And so she's here and ready to go if the court would indulge those two witnesses this afternoon.
It certainly seems reasonable. Mr. Brooks, my question to you then is, do you want to come back over for
Yeah, Darrell, do you want to come over?
the testimony of those
Do you want to
witnesses?
come over?
I would prefer to. I'm still kind of taken aback by not being able to know exactly how many witnesses are expected to testify, and not being able to turn in my own witness list.
Well, Mr. Brooks, you've been given copies of the witness list. The state's offered you a flash drive with all of the exhibits to streamline what will be presented at trial versus what is in discovery. So you've had ample opportunity to review those. I'm happy to bring you back. I need you to pledge to me that you will follow the rules of procedure
decorum.
and evidence,
And decorum.
that you will only interrupt if you have an objection.
That objection needs to be founded in law.
Yeah.
And then you need to pledge to me that you
Reasonable.
will honor whatever decision I make so that the testimony of these individuals can
Taking it back,
proceed
honey.
within the time frame that the prosecution.
That's what Bubba said. Bubba said, "Hey, Darrell, I'm taking her back." Ah. Turned out it was your back, Darrell. Damn. He took her back and it was yours. Oh, no. He said, "I'm taking her back." And it was your back, Darrell, that he took it. It was yours back, Darrell, that he took it. Okay? He took it, you tussies. Ooh.
Has indicated it will take. You, of course, will have an opportunity to cross-examine them. Are you willing to follow the rules of courtesy and decorum and the rules of procedure and evidence?
That's a negative,
From
Your
what
Honor.
you explained yesterday,
Your
the
Majesty, what does that
objections,
mean?
You said have to be like, I think you said like 3 words. Is the way to actually object. So I don't
Well,
recall you.
I can
saying
give you up to
anything.
a sentence.
What I am trying to avoid, sir, are what are called speaking objections. The idea behind that is that you give me just a little bit of information so that I can either make a determination or, if appropriate,
you like
send
it?
the jury back
Oh.
out so that I can then hear arguments from.
Will has discovered that Mama is funny. Yes, Mama has what is called a quick wit. Ooh, yes, Your Majesty. Your Majesty. I am definitely taken aback. Well, I had somebody take my back. Is that the same thing? Does that count, Your Majesty, or no? He had his back tooketh. His tushy tooketh. Ooh.
The parties. Some objections really are one word,
Yeah.
hearsay, maybe 3 words,
Hearsay.
calls for speculation,
Speculation.
things of that nature.
Percolation. It's time for the percolator.
If you're willing to
It's
abide
time
by
for the
that procedure, then you can come back to this courtroom.
Your Majesty. Your Majesty.
I can't really definitively give an answer right now to that.
Look at that. Stalling.
So you're not willing to follow the rules of courtesy and decorum and procedure and evidence?
That's not what I said.
It's
That's why
time
I'm
for the
asking the
percolator.
clarification question, sir.
Your Majesty.
I was clear in what I said. I don't think I can make that determination right now.
Let me ask it this way, sir.
Yeah,
You
ask
may
it another way.
reclaim your right to be present if you are willing to conduct yourself consistently with the decorum and respect inherent in the concepts of courts and judicial proceedings. Are you able to do that, sir?
Can you act like a human, Darrell? Is what she
I
asking.
have.
Sir, it's I think, a fairly simple question.
Oh my
I'm
God.
asking
Can you imagine
you
trying to raise a Darrell?
if you are willing to conduct yourself appropriately. I'll shorten it to that. Are you willing to conduct yourself appropriately, sir?
I have to the best of my ability.
Bitch. That's a
Sir,
no, Your Honor.
please
Your Majesty, that's a
answer
no.
my question.
Hey, Connie, what's up,
directly.
baby?
Are you willing
Hit the like button for
to
mama.
conduct yourself appropriately?
I have conducted myself appropriately.
Oh, did you do it?
I'm not asking about your past behavior. I'm asking if you're willing from this point forward, for the purposes of the testimony of two witnesses, to conduct yourself appropriately.
I have.
That's not my question. That's not the answer I'm looking for. I'm not asking if you have. I'm asking if you're willing going forward to conduct yourself appropriately during the questioning of these two witnesses. Yes or no?
I'm going to end up getting put back over here eventually if I come over there.
Mr. Brooks, I'm further advising you.
I mean, he
I'm
was right there, though.
looking for a
He was right. That was him saying, Your Honor, I don't think I'm going to be able to control myself. I think if we're just being honest with ourselves, I'm not going to be able to control myself. We might as well just keep me over here if I'm being honest. It's the only honesty you're going to get from me this whole time. So I'm thinking maybe I should just stay over here. Maybe I should. Let's see. Yeah, her patience was astounding.
a direct answer of yes
Giving
or
mama
no,
energy.
and that your failure to give me a yes or no answer will be considered by this court to be non-responsive. So let me ask you the question one more time. Are you willing to conduct yourself appropriately during the questioning of these two witnesses?
To be 100% honest, I cannot answer that.
All right, then based on that answer, which is non-responsive to the question that I asked, he has not given me a pledge or indication of a willingness to conduct himself appropriately going forward, and based on that, he'll remain where he is. You will remain unmuted, and so if you have an objection, you can lodge that objection within accordance or according to the rules of evidence, sir. All right, with that, let's have the jurors brought back in, and we'll start with the taking of testimony.
One quick second to put this up, then you're on.
Go ahead.
Thank you. I don't think it'll take long if you want to call for him. I did the call.
Let's
Non-responsive.
You did not answer yes or no.
Yeah.
All right, do we need to
So
back
that's
out?
taking it as non-responsive.
Bitch,
Do
yes.
I wanted to see if the camera.
He said, so so that counts as being non-responsive? When you say I can't say yes or no, that's non-responsive. Yes, bitch. I need a response. A response is yes or no. Did you give me one? No. That means you're non-responsive. Did you respond? No. No response, non-responsive. See how it's the same fucking thing? Oh my God. He right dumb.
Camera angle. So have him wait for a sec, please. Sorry.
She done told Darrell she gonna keep him unmuted. What? You might as well just bring him back in the room if you're gonna keep him unmuted.
Not going to answer any other questions
He
at this
gonna
point.
keep talking. That's the whole reason
state's
putting him
setting
out.
up
Remember?
a map for use with a witness. I want to make sure that it's something that is viewable on the witness camera that is being transmitted into the courtroom where you are
Oh,
seated.
yeah, I know he knows.
So let me back up.
The whole thing.
Let me back up, zoom out a bit.
Look at him. Darrell, tell her you must insist that she let you go so I can laugh.
Attorney Opera, you want to look at the screen above and tell me if you think that.
Tell her
accurately
about your
depicts what-
constitutional
I'm gonna go
rights,
over on that
Darrell.
one. Do I need to back out a little bit?
Hey, Darrell, tell her about that Constitution again. Tell her about your weak Constitution.
I'll go up.
Yeah, sure.
Do you think with where that chair is, the
Say
witness
the thing for the
will-
record.
I would ask the witnesses to have to stand where I am so that everybody can see.
Oh, that would be a good idea.
Oh, she turned his mic down, y'all.
No, you're
Genius.
not muted yet. Mr. Brooks,
Oh,
if
look
you're
at him. He
asking
didn't
me
like
to make a
that.
judicial determination, I've already rendered a decision about where you're going to be.
Because I didn't answer your question the way you wanted to.
All right, I'm going to mute you, sir. Now we're moving on to that part
Damn.
of the procedure since you are you're not following.
Judge, Your Majesty, you just told him that you wasn't gonna mute him. Oh, I'm gonna tell you what. Once you find the mute button that works on the Darrell, you don't just give it up. You don't just stop using that motherfucker. No, you just keep it on always and forever. Each moment with the Darrell is just like real quiet because that piece of shit got muted, you know. That somehow came true. Woo.
The protocol that I've set in place that you are back to one of
Taking
these
her back.
sovereign tactics
He's
about
taking
have I
her
made
back.
a judicial determination. The record speaks for itself, sir. I'm not going to make a further record on that, nor will I answer the question about am I making a judicial determination. I've made a decision, and that decision is you will remain in the other courtroom. Once the jury is brought back in, I will unmute so that you can lodge objections, but if you interrupt without making an objection and just start talking or start talking about a judicial determination, then I'm going to mute you once again. And the procedure for objecting will require that you raise your sign, write it out, and provide it to the bailiff, who will provide it to the court so that I can rule on it. If that slows things down, then so be it. But that's the procedure that I'm going to follow. All right, the jurors can be brought in then. As a reminder,
He about to start talking. Oh,
I'm
she
not
got him muted.
requiring
Never
all
mind.
eyes even for the jurors. I understand you may do it, but
Hey, Jay, what's
there's
up?
a reason why I'm not requiring it. So
What's going on, boo? Hit the like button for mama. Darrell, what did you do with your life? You ruined it. Thank you for that. For being such a douche.
Mike, will Pete have the notebook?
No one douches it up like you do, Darrell.
Oh, excellent. Thank you. You can start passing them out.
Every day, yay. They're here. Hey, Darrell, tell us about your freedoms.
Ladies and gentlemen, you may have a seat, and the writing materials will be passed out. Our intent is to have the state call its first two witnesses. And then once that is done, I have an instruction to read, and then we'll break for the day. And I'll consult with the parties before I let you know what time you should report tomorrow. And keep in mind, my time I say we start for court might be different than your report time. All right. All the materials passed out? Very well. Then the state may call.
Okay. All right. Say he objects to being objected. I object to being objected to, Your Honor. She says, I'm gonna just keep you over there then. But you will be unmuted. I will, keep you unmuted, which that was clearly not gonna work out because that's the whole reason why he got sent over there is because he wouldn't stop interrupting. So if he still has able to talk, then he's going to, you know what I'm saying? You might as well just bring him in there and have him interrupt you. Oh, so sure enough, she went right back to mute. Now, you got to do it. Once you find the mute button for the Darrell, you got to keep it. You got to use it. You got to utilize it. You can take advantage of it. Have some fun with it. All those things, okay? All those things.
It's first witness.
Thank you, Judge. State Call Sergeant Dave Warner.
It's the police.
Afternoon,
They're
Sergeant. If you would
run.
please make your way to the witness stand. When you get there, please remain standing. Raise your right hand, and my clerk, Teresa, will swear you in.
Do you solemnly swear that the testimony you're about to give shall be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
I do.
Thank you, sir. Please have a seat, at least initially, or do you want him to stay standing?
No, actually, you can start out seated, please.
Very well.
Yeah,
Sir,
she
would
was a
you
great
please
judge. She was the
state
perfect
your
judge.
first and last names for the record and spell each?
Yes. My name is Sergeant David, D-A-V-I-D, Warner, W-A-N-N-E-R.
Thank you. Go ahead, Attorney Opper, your witness.
Thank you. Sir, how are you employed?
I'm a patrol sergeant with the City of Waukesha Police Department.
How long have you worked in law enforcement?
18 years.
No, if you give Darrell an inch, he'll then be 5'5" instead of 5'4". That's what happens if you give Darrell an inch. He will then be 5'5". But bum, him a little guy. That's why, cause him a little guy. Him is one of the littlest guys on the planet. Definitely the cell block. You know what I'm saying? For sure.
And as patrol sergeant, what are your general duties and responsibilities?
I oversee officers across all shifts that are assigned to the patrol division.
Want to direct your attention to the date of November 21, 2021. Did you work that day?
Yes.
Were there any events occurring in the city of Waukesha that afternoon?
The Waukesha Christmas Parade was that afternoon.
Has the Christmas parade been held in years prior to 2021?
Yes, every year that I've been employed at the police department, we've had a Christmas parade.
And is it typically that third week in November before Thanksgiving?
Yes, every year that I can remember it has been.
Okay. Is there any planning or preparation that goes into holding a parade in Waukesha?
Yes, there are meetings with the group that's putting on the parade in advance.
Get some red emojis in the chat.
A group of individuals that prior to the parade, usually the Friday before, will post no parking signs along the parade route. There's a group from our city garage or Department of Public Works. They'll put out barricades at the designated intersections where we request them to put them out.
And what about manpower? What type of manpower would you devote to an event like this, sir?
It's rather significant given the large area that a parade like this encompasses, the estimated amount of attendance at the parade between detectives, police officers, supervisors, reserve officers, community service officers. I would say we have in excess of 30 additional bodies planned that day just to handle the parade itself.
You mentioned the use of individuals such as reserve officers and community service officers, I think you said. Is that correct?
Yes.
Are those sworn law enforcement officers?
They are not sworn, no.
What is their role or function?
The reserve officer group is a group of people who volunteer their time to help with events like parades. They're given training in directing traffic and closing streets down.
Nice.
A
Thank you,
community
Melissa
service officer is
Benjamin.
a paid position. They're part-time employees, usually
Emily
younger
Stokes. Jay Wallace. Thank
individuals
you.
learning to, or looking to learn more about a
I
career
know
in
that's
law
right, Will.
enforcement.
And you said also
I'm too old to be canceled. I'm too old to believe that cancellation is real. So I'll be telling people cancellation isn't real. You can't cancel people unless you gave birth to them. The only people you can cancel are the people that you made. You can't cancel somebody that you just found out exists on the internet. Like how do you the only people who have fallen for being canceled are the people who believed it when it happened. When somebody said, you know what, you're canceled, and then suddenly that person falls off. The person didn't fall off because they got canceled. They fell off because they believed they got canceled, and then they stopped moving. They just were like, oh, you got me. And then they went off in the Catman deal. You can't cancel people. It's not a real thing. That's not a real thing. If anything, when you get canceled, as they say, it's actually just an audience shift. Because you get a whole different audience when you get what one might call canceled. Because there's always two ends of the spectrum. There's the two sides. There's the sides that are like, I don't think that was whatever they did. The thing is that you did that they're like the opposite people. They just like to think the opposite of whatever everybody else is thinking. So there's those, and they'll jump on the bandwagon for you and suddenly start riding for you. So you actually create a brand new bunch of people that follow you or that, you know, that will support you, along with the people who didn't just abandon ship just because some stranger on the internet said, oh, this person needs to be canceled. So it's actually just a shift. There's no such thing. You can't get canceled. That's just not a thing. It's not real. I'm too old to believe that. I come from the times where phones had coily cords that, you know, that you couldn't get too far from. It was going to unplug from the wall, and then your phone call's going to drop. Okay, staying up all night, you had to have a phone in your room, which most houses had one phone. So you had to be lucky enough to have that phone be in your fucking room for you to be on the phone all night, okay? All right, you can't cancel. The cancellation isn't real, so mama will always be. Always.
so parking attendants would be assisting in this endeavor?
Correct. We're usually looking to get as many extra bodies as we can, and the assistance from our parking agents is usually required for this event as well.
Then she won't be.
And this would be in addition to the sworn law enforcement officers that are assigned to work the parade.
Correct.
The
And
like
obviously, you
button
still
for
need other
mama.
officers to patrol the city, correct?
Red
Yes.
emojis in the chat.
Where is the parade held?
The parade takes up a large portion of our downtown area. There's a staging area that the floats before the parade that they're all instructed to assemble in a particular area along White Rock Avenue between Niagara Street and Main Street. And that's about a 3-hour process of getting all the parade participants into that area and lined up accordingly. The parade itself runs along Main Street from White Rock westbound to the Veterans Park area, where it makes a turn and then heads up Wisconsin Avenue and ends near the Waukesha Public Library.
Sir, if I could ask you to stand up and refer to the diagram behind you. This is a map that's been marked as States Exhibit number 1. Do you see that sticker in the bottom right-hand corner?
Yes.
Okay, I'm sorry, it's a little tight up there.
Sorry.
But if you could start in the upper right-hand corner of the map, and Your Honor, if we put up
Rios, Sabaku, I don't think mama should be talking to us about the what's the spectrum? I don't even know what that means.
the digital copy of the map as well, I know it's hard to see, but then we'd have to do the screen share again. Is that correct?
Yes, it's my understanding.
Okay, I'm going to ask the paralegal to please put up States Exhibit number 1 on the digital copy as well.
What does that even
Sorry, we got the wrong
One to
one.
10 Russians.
No. Poor Darrell. Poor little Darrell Werewolf. Oh, was just a baby. I was just a Dawn's little baby.
All right, Madam Clerk, thank you. We're ready here.
As you present that, you know you can hit that little arrow, that will get rid of those extra things that aren't needed. There you go. Go ahead.
All right, and Ms. Gussie, if you could zoom in on the upper right-hand corner, please. There you go. All right, sir, if you can use the map, the big map in front of you, please, and the jury can follow along with the digital copy
attempt at a
if they
joke.
want.
No, me not knowing what a word is doesn't make it not funny. Let's see. Yeah, I don't get it though. I definitely don't get the joke. Put a one in the chat if you got the joke that Ryo just said. Cause mama no understandy, but mama don't know a lot of terms.
So starting in the upper right-hand corner,
Yeah,
Yes.
start up there.
what's up there, please?
That is Frame Park.
And what's at Frame Park?
Frame Park has a lot of, it's got a playground for children. There's
Probably a
a
lot of
very large
drugs.
baseball diamond, different shelters. There's a formal garden. There's a boat launch. It's a very large park in our city that encompasses a lot of different activities.
Is the boat launch shown on Exhibit 1?
Yes, right here.
Okay. And the waterway that's shown on the exhibit, what is that waterway?
That is the Fox River.
Oh, see, so it's just me. I just didn't get the
Now,
joke. That's
is
all.
the
joke
parade
was
route
fine,
shown
probably.
on Exhibit 1?
Sorry, Attorney Upper, can you give me 1 second? Mr. Brooks, just a reminder, you're not muted.
Oh,
All right, I'm sorry for the interruption. Go ahead.
I'm sorry too. I thought I was muted. I apologize.
That's okay, thank you so much.
Go ahead and point out the parade route, please.
So the parade route in this map is essentially this purple line. This area here is what I referred to earlier as a staging area. And then actually at this corner right here, westbound is where the parade route would follow down to the corner here. I refer to this as Veterans Park. That's that area there. And then it would turn up Wisconsin Avenue and end around the library right here, which is that green area.
Okay, and we're just putting that up on the digital display too right now. Now, on this map, sir, we've designated several points along the parade route to reflect where various officers were positioned. Is that correct?
Yes.
And could you just briefly walk us through it? I don't need you to name every officer, but just point out the intersections and what was located at each intersection using Exhibit 1.
Sure.
All right, Mama's brain is ready to shut down. I guess not many Jace best on the meds they were probably taking for migraines, but I bet afterwards there was a heck of a party. I don't know what we talking about. Mama is lost in the sauce, Ryo. Mama's lost in the sauce. I feel left out now that I know that I may just, not me no understanding. It's terrible. Ow. My left ear hurts. All right, y'all. I'm going to shut her down for the night. Okay. Did you hit the like button? Did you hit the like button for Mama? For Muffins Mitten. Mimi, for Muffins, Mimi, thank you for my one super chat. Mama appreciate it. Without you, it would have been 0. So I appreciate you. Indeed, I do. Indeed, I do. I definitely do. I taken aback. Yes, I was very taken aback. I was taken aback by that. I was taken aback. Ooh, don't. I'm taken aback. Taken aback is what Bubba said. Taken aback is what. Oh, yes, honey. How many drinks did the state's attorney have? Oh, okay. Oh, wait. No, that was something about a spectrum, though. No, I don't get that part. Me no understanding still. Oh, there you are. So you were still in here. No, thank you. Thank you, Muffins. I appreciate you. Okay. Yes, I do. Yes, I do. Okay. All right, y'all. I'm gonna have to do an early live tomorrow. I mean, like earlier in the day, not early, but yeah. Okay. All right. All right. Y'all behave, 'cause I'm not gonna do it. Absolutely not. Okay. Okay. All right, y'all. Later, Gators. Sleep tight. Oh, I'm glad you enjoyed yourself, Will. I'm glad you enjoyed yourself, that you appreciate Mama's jokes. Muy importante. Mama definitely appreciate it. You know what I'm saying? I'm one of those people, like, I would love it if I would see a lot more little laughing, because I don't know what y'all find funny that I say, because nobody uses laugh emojis in here. I'll be laughing my ass off about something I said, and I don't see no reaction to it, no comments, no nothing. And in here, and I'll be like, shit, I don't even know if they thought that was funny, if they heard it, did they even hear me? I can't tell. Not a lot of action going on in the chat. Y'all don't react to stuff in the chat. It makes it so that Mama can't tell. You know what I'm saying? You know, y'all gotta get like Will. Will's in here letting Mama know that was a very funny joke, Mother. That was very funny. That was quite entertaining what you just said, Mama. I appreciate that. You know, that's good. That's good. That helps. That helps. It lets Mama know that she's, you know what I'm saying? See, everything you say has me rolling. Exactly, Jillian, but I wouldn't know because there's no laughy emojis going on. Thanks for pointing that out, Will. Glad you brought attention. You raised awareness for that. Thanks for raising awareness for that. Okay. All right, y'all. Make sure you hit the like button. I don't know if are you subscribed? Are you subscribed to the channel? Make sure you hit the notification bell, Will, so that you can appreciate the next live. Okay? Okay. Later, Gators.